crews wrap up the sewer line project. That closure will likely remain in effect.
On today's Hit Music Q92, it is Christian and Lauren here with you. Wednesday morning, 7 o'clock hour. Good morning to all of you out there. Thank you for having us on your radio, streaming us online at Q92radio.com. And if you're watching now on Q92's Facebook, YouTube, or Twitter, we appreciate you. Good morning. What do we got for you this hour? Another opportunity for you to become a Cavs finalist. Would you like to go to Game 5 at Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse and see the Cavaliers take on the Knicks? Well, you can do that. You can win them as early as tomorrow, but you got to become a finalist for a chance to win these tickets. Already got a finalist earlier this morning. Congratulations once again, Christina, from Dalton, or Dalton, as she said it. She was our latest finalist. You could be the next one coming up this hour, so be listening. When you hear the cue to call, be caller number 10. You're in the running. We also have a chance for you in the 9 o'clock hour as well. 8 o'clock hour, your call Wednesday, your request from 8 to 9. And at 8:30, Rich Desrosiers from the Pro Football Hall of Fame is going to be joining us. We'll see what the Hall of Fame is up to here as we do every week, every Wednesday at 8:30. So I got that coming up for you here. The phone number, 330-450-9292. The text line, 330-269-9292. Of course, feel free to comment on Twitter, YouTube, and Facebook as the morning goes on. I had a great night last night at Celebrity Cuisine. That was a lot of fun.
That was awesome.
Thank you to our friends at Grinders that had us at their table. Lauren and myself, we were dishing out baked spaghetti and spinach and artichoke dip, and they both were gone by the end of the night.
Oh, yeah. Before the end of the night, honestly. Everybody kept coming back. Did you hear a couple people? They were like, I didn't even know you had this baked spaghetti on your menu. How don't you know? It's so good.
I don't know. Try the chicken fingers if you ever go to Grinders. I will tell you that.
Yeah.
But it was fun. Their spinach artichoke dip, always a hit. Always they run out, despite they bring this huge vat of it.
Yeah.
Huge.
It's pretty popular. Everybody that would walk by. Actually, I had to laugh a little bit because you were on spinach artichoke dip.
Yeah.
And I was on baked spaghetti. And when it first started, you were so busy and I wasn't.
Yeah, everyone wanted the chips and dip. I was like, all right, here we go. More chips for you. More chips for you.
I think it's because it was less filling. It is good. That's obviously why. Reason number one. But it's less filling. It was easier to carry around. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's easier to eat standing there.
Great night helping out the Akron Canton Food Bank. So thank you to everyone that bought a ticket, everyone that came out, all the awesome restaurants that were part of it. It was a great evening, but we did it for a great reason. So,
yeah, we did.
Very, very cool. If you stopped out there, great. To the early riser listener that said hello to me but wouldn't tell me his name because he knows I don't like to talk to strangers.
Well done.
You made me laugh. Don't know your name, but you're awesome.
Yeah.
I do talk to my early risers every morning. Sometimes I play songs for them.
I know, like this morning, you played Bon Jovi.
It's got to be fast and loud.
Well, that's
and
the whole
I tell
point.
people, too, this is not, I always tell them, too, because one of you listeners narked on me. It's not a request out.
How did they narc?
I got talked to about it. Are you adding songs that aren't scheduled?
Wasn't me.
I was like, yeah, just wake up, help people wake up. It's like 6 in the morning.
Yeah.
Might be dragging ass. A loud, fast song might help you wake up on 77 or 62 or 30.
For sure.
So I always tell them, I was like, one of you Judases narked on me. One of you narked on me. It's funny because I'll play songs, they'll text in. No one better narc on you this time. But yeah, sometimes in the 6 o'clock, I'll play a loud, fast hip-hop or rock song.
Yeah.
Man, when it's Wednesday, it's dark out still. It's like 6:02 and you're on the road. Sometimes I got to help you wake up.
Yeah. At 6:02, I'm out of the shower, I'm in the kitchen, all that kind of stuff, and letting the dog out. But
yeah,
it is hard in the winter when I come in and the sun doesn't rise until mid 7 o'clock hour. It's a struggle. I'm not going to lie.
Every morning I drive to work in darkness.
I know you do.
Darkness.
And you handle it better than anybody that I know would. Do you have any idea what kind of monster I would be if I got up when you get up?
People, it's funny. Whenever someone asks me about the like the schedule. Like, so you have to get up when? It's like 4:20.
Yeah.
Like, it starts at 5:30. I got to be here. If I'm
Yeah.
not here, you're going to know.
Everybody's going to know.
Yeah. I can't lie to my boss. Were you
Right.
here? Yeah, no, I was here.
I don't know what happened.
That's funny. No one heard you talk till 6:30.
There was a short, my mic.
Thought the mic was on. I must have hit a wrong button. But you never get used to the schedule. I don't care who you are. I mean, I guess I'm as used to it as I can be.
Right.
You never get used to 4:20, the alarm going off.
I bet not.
4:20, and you're just like, oh my god. But I guess you get used to it. You just, this is my job. So.
I will say the perk of it is being able to be home a lot earlier in the day. So you're like, granted, it's an early rise, but like you don't miss out on all the daytime stuff, especially like if you have kids, and you do now. You know what I mean? Like you're going to be there for all of that with this schedule.
Yeah, getting home, give the fiance a break.
Yeah.
From Bebe. So yeah, do that. By the way, epic blowout this morning. I changed before I left for work.
Was it up his back?
He gets hiccups that wake him up, and he gets mad that he has hiccups.
Yeah, you told me that. Like he makes an angry
So
face.
I was holding him. It was probably around 3:30, 3:40 maybe when I heard him fussing, and I got up so she wouldn't have to.
Yeah.
I'm holding him, and I'm just like, you're all right, buddy. We're just sitting there rocking, and then I just feel like the bubbling in my hand.
He had a bellyache. That's why he was
And
fussing.
I'm like, oh, man. Pulled that diaper up. I was like, well, hello to you. Well done, sir. Let me power wash you, and I'll be on my way. But, it's always a good time.
Yeah.
So I left him nice and clean
That's
when I left
good.
for work this morning.
Did he go back to sleep? Was he sleeping when you left?
No.
Oh.
No, she's getting ready to feed.
Oh.
7-Eleven here. Can you shout out a happy 9th birthday to Dominic? He's in the car right now waiting for the school bus. Dominic, happy birthday.
Oh, yeah. Happy birthday, buddy. Have a great day today.
9th birthday.
That's a fun one.
What grade does that put Dominic in?
Second or third, maybe?
There you go, buddy.
I think.
Well, have a great day. Maybe they'll do something special for you at school. I don't know. They do anything for you at school?
I mean,
they did when I was a kid.
You can still bring a snack. At least for us, it was like it had to be prepackaged. Like for my kids, they did the birthday crown, so everybody would know it was your special day.
Oh, the birthday crown.
Yeah.
All right, nothing wrong with the birthday crown now.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Yeah,
Happy birthday, buddy.
I don't know. Hopefully, he has a great day at school. It's going to be decent weather-wise.
It is. It's not now, but it's going to warm up nicely.
Gosh, it's so cold.
I wore an outfit anticipating the weather to come.
Yeah.
I got shorts, t-shirt, zip-up hoodie.
I didn't. I dressed like
I'm like,
winter.
I'm going to go ahead and when I leave work today and drive home, it's going to be warmer. And I can maybe put the sunroof or moon, whatever the hell I have open.
I think it's going to take its time warming up. But tomorrow, we might set a record with 83.
Someone said, dude, try milking cows for 15 years. Had to be there at 4 a.m.
Ooh.
I haven't milked cows in many years. Now I get up at 3:30 and 4. Even on my days off, I just can't sleep. It sucks. Now, that's where I'm different.
Yeah.
I have the ability, and I guess I just thank the Lord above. Saturday and Sunday, I can sleep until 10 a.m., like 11 even, if I really feel funky. It's just not a problem.
Yeah.
I can go to bed that night knowing I don't have to get up at 4:20, and I can sleep till 10 a.m.
I can't do that. I can't sleep in anymore.
People are like, oh, I'm on a schedule. I have to. I'm like, nope, not me.
Every weekend.
I hit that pillow on a Friday, and I will tell you this, though. I went to bed the second the Cavs game was over last night.
Oh, I bet.
Like, second that game was over. Final score, Cavs, click.
Yeah.
We got into bed. The baby was asleep. We're like, good night, good night.
No, it's so hard to stay up anymore.
So, yeah. I don't know if it was all the driving I did yesterday, but what it is. Oh, shout out to my wife. Belated birthday. She's a bus driver from Marlington. Hey.
Aw.
It's a little late, but hey, belated birthday still counts. It's your
right.
birthday month, right?
Happy birthday. May all those kids on your bus be angels today.
Happy birthday, wife. Enjoy your day. Kudos to you, Christian. Kudos to you. Thank you for milking those cows. Because I like milk. I really do. Forecast for Mark Johnson. It's coming up. Plus, like we said, another opportunity to become a finalist for the Cavs Knicks Game 5 tickets. It's coming up this hour on Q92. This is a Tinder. Hey, question for you. Girl writes back, question mark. Can I read this? It's a song lyric.
Okay.
For a Kid Ink song.
Okay.
And it's he'd like to eat something like groceries. And that's all I'm going to say.
Ew.
Dummy. Yeah.
That was his second message. After the I have
he came in strong.
He came in hot. He came in real hot.
Ugh.
All right, here we go. This is an Instagram DM. All unanswered. Started in March, ended in October.
Okay.
Messages a couple throughout.
March to October,
Yeah.
right? Okay.
All unanswered. Hi. Wish I were able to meet you. I lost your number and work a lot. Sorry. Just every time I see your pictures, I want to hang and meet you so bad. You're so cute and look cool to be around. Blah, blah, ha. K. Love your smile. Gotcha then.
Do ya? Because something else come
Another
after
reminder, gentlemen, Christian Bigglesworth's rules for DMing. 2. You're allowed 2 unanswered. If you send 1, it's unanswered. I think it's fair to send 1 more.
And then you move on.
If you get to 2 and you realize there's no response, it's time to move on.
Yes.
She has read them. She has seen them. She has felt no reason to write back.
There's nothing there compelling her.
I feel like at 2 messages, I don't feel that looks pathetic.
Q92. All right, our warm-up begins today. Middle 60s for high, sunshine galore all day long. Overnight tonight, a few scattered clouds staying dry and a little warmer, 51. I am Mark J. Weather from News 5.
721 right here on today's Hit Music Q92. Christian Lauren here on your radio, streaming at Q92radio.com, and you can watch along on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. 330-450-9292 is the phone number. The text line, 330-269-9292. Cavs finalists for Game 5 at Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse coming up later on this hour. Looking forward to that. Also, your call Wednesday in 8 o'clock hour. And Rich Desrosiers from the Pro Football Hall of Fame. He'll be joining us around 8:30. Let you guys know what's going on over at the Hoff. And yes, they do call it the Hoff over there sometimes.
They do sometimes. That's actually true.
Yep. Someone thought I was like doing that to be funny. I was like, no, they actually do sometimes call it the Hoff. And it was confirmed to us on air.
Yeah, it was.
So we'll check in with the Hoff.
Well, that's like the village is Hoff B. They call it Hoff B.
Hoff B and Hoff. That's how we talk here.
That's right.
We got the cool stuff.
We do.
You know what I mean?
We do.
No cap on that. No crumbs left either. Shout out to young kids. I follow your lingo. Yeah, I saw yesterday two people having a conversation. It was on my news feed.
Okay.
This girl was basically saying, oh my God, I finally have a work-at-home job, a remote job. I absolutely love it. Then I went to the comments. Girl was like, girl, where you been? I'd get on this train. I've been doing this for 3 years. It's the best thing ever. I kind of was jealous.
What, working from home?
Yeah, because I've always had back and forth thoughts about remote work. And I know that a lot of jobs have, as this has been over, have called their employees, some called their employees back.
Yeah.
Where they were allowed to stay home. But, you and I, both of our significant others, work remotely from home.
Yeah.
You know, my problems with it that I think, as my head spins when I think about working remote is, would I miss the going to an office? Would I miss the interaction with coworkers? Would I miss getting in my car and listening to music, driving to work? Like, would I really like every day getting up, sitting down in front of my laptop in my PJs? I can be a lazy person by nature.
Yeah.
And I wonder if that would just make me an absolute sloth.
Possibly. I mean, I've done both. I've worked during the pandemic. I wasn't on air. I worked at home 100%.
Yeah.
I loved that I could sleep. I'm not as motivated as my husband. My husband set this up very early that when they went home to remote work during the pandemic, he was like, look, I have to stay focused. I have to stay motivated. I'm going to get up and follow the same schedule I normally would. So when he gets up to do remote work, like he gets up, he gets his shower, he gets his coffee, and he goes to his office. Like the only thing that is omitted is the physical drive.
He tried to make it as normal as he could and not get in any lazy habits.
Yes.
Is what he did.
And he still to this day follows that routine. It's been 3 years.
Like, does he get dressed?
Yes.
Like, I mean, I'm not saying he puts on a suit or anything, but he gets dressed.
He'll wear jeans, but he always wears a button down because he has a ton of Zoom and team meetings.
Not the same with my fiance. She's constantly on video calls about deals and things like that.
Yeah.
There's weekly ones, but there's daily ones.
Yeah.
With the other bankers and things like that and deals they're working on. So, she's always like one of her gifts, I got her a light, but not for TikTok, for her actual
because
calls.
that you look a little better when you're doing your calls for work.
And she's steady. I leave her alone when I go home. I don't.
He said to me the first year he was doing remote work, he's like, I hate it. I want to go back. I want to go back. I want to go back. And now it's, I don't want to go back. I don't want to go back because he's hit his stride. And I feel like there are certain people who can do remote work responsibly and make sure their bases are covered. And there's some that cannot. And he has found his way, and that is something he thrives in, I think.
But now there actually is a market of just remote jobs.
Yes.
Not jobs that became remote and might go back. Jobs that are just flat out remote.
Yeah.
You can, when you go on Indeed and these websites, you see them. You can search remote.
Yep.
They're there. And I'm just curious, people that are doing remote jobs, and that's it. They're remote, not temporary. Your job is remote.
100% from home. I'd
love for you to text or call in the station and tell me what you do remotely and do you love it? Is it fun? I had a friend who did it too.
Yeah.
And he loved it at first. He went the opposite. Loved it at first.
And then hated it.
And then started to hate it. He's like, dude, he flat out told me the things I said. He's like, I miss interacting with just people, like in an office.
Yep.
He's like, I miss the drive, listening to music or sports talk.
Yeah.
He's like, I just get up and I just go to my living room with my laptop.
I agree. That was Tony.
He's like, and it was awesome at first. He's like, I loved it. He's
Yep.
like, and then and he even told me a lot of things I said. I'm kind of paraphrasing what he said. He's like, I feel like a slob.
Yeah.
I feel like I don't do anything. I don't leave my house.
That was Tony. Like the first year, he was like, every time I'd come home, he'd be like, you need something from the store?
Yeah.
Or I'd mention something. He'd be like, I'll go get it. Because he just wanted to get out of the house. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Who's had experience remote working? I'm just curious. Did you like it? Did you not like it? Did you leave it? You staying with it? And just what is it like? Because I'm seeing people just telling me it's on my social media feed. Tell me it's the life.
Yeah.
It's the life we all want.
It's not, though. I have a friend who works remotely, and she's not so fond of it.
Doesn't like it?
She likes being at home. She doesn't like the job per se and how much she's on calls and all that kind of stuff. Because she feels like she can't get any of like the actual tasks that she has to do for work done because she's always on meetings.
Text message. I used to work from home and really missed interacting with my coworkers. I wasn't able to focus on my work being at home either. So I went back to the office and I was much happier. That's interesting. I worked from home during COVID too. I missed going to work and being around my coworkers very much. I'm actually happy to be back in the office.
That's what I'm saying. Some people, like, it's a socialization thing. I mean, I think we as humans need human interaction. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Face to face.
Yeah. 330-450-9292. That's the phone number. You can call us up. You can also send in a text, 330-269-9292. You remote workers or people who have worked remotely, what did you think? Did you like it? Could you go back to an office job now? Some of you maybe say, no, there's no way I could go back.
Yeah.
No way I could go back. I'd love to hear from you. It's, oh, wow, riding dirty? Nice pick there. Chameleonaire, huh? Right here on Q92. Bump.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so speaking of, my son's playing basketball right now. Can we talk about how the NBA has influenced some of these middle schoolers to do the flop to try and draw a foul call?
Got the kids flopping?
Oh my gosh, but they're terrible at it, so it's hilarious. It doesn't even look natural.
Like after it already happened?
Yeah, like, so they get there. There's contact. Be like 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi. There's the flop. Like, guys, that's not how this works.
Are they coaching that?
What do you mean?
To try to flop?
I don't know. Wasn't kids on my son's team, thank goodness. But one of the kids on the other team flopped, and it was wow. But we've seen it before. They start doing this. I guess the coach is okay with it. If I were the coach, I'd be like, knock it off. But I'm not the coach.
Yeah,
not even close.
We're not flopping.
Right. We're not doing that. This is middle school basketball.
Can we not flop?
Right.
Like, this game's hard enough to watch. You're 8.
Exactly. You guys keep turning the ball over left and right.
The score's 3-2. All right. It's the fourth quarter.
Well, it's not that bad.
Can we please stop?
This is a Q92 Sports Break with Christian Bigglesworth on Q92.
The Cavs beat the Knicks last night 107-91 to even that series at 1 game apiece. Go Cavs. The series shifts to New York for Game 3 on Friday night at 8:30. You can watch the game on ABC. The Guardians lost both games of a doubleheader to the Tigers yesterday. They lost Game 1 4-3 and Game 2 1-0. They're now 9-9 on the season. They'll play the Tigers again this afternoon at 1:10 p.m. Cal Quantrill will be on the mound for the Guardians. NBA playoffs last night. The Celtics beat the Hawks. They're up 2-0 in that series. And the Suns beat the Clippers to even their series at 1 game apiece. NHL playoffs last night. The Rangers beat the Devils. Tampa Bay beat Toronto. Winnipeg beat Vegas. And Seattle beat Colorado. And finally, the Akron Rubber Ducks beat Harrisburg yesterday 7-6. The Rubber Ducks are now 6-4 on the season. The Ducks will play Harrisburg at home again tonight at 6:35 p.m. at Canal Park in Akron. That's a look at sports right here on today's hit music, Q92. Text message, when your lady analyzes the whole damn movie. I love you, sweetie, but Rage Room. Yeah, some people, yeah. They're not fun to watch movies with. I get that.
I don't like the movie talker necessarily. Like, let's talk about it after the movie's over. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like, I've watched movies with people that'll talk during the movie, and I'm like, we'll have a group discussion after the movie.
How about you shut up?
Right. How about we just watch the movie? I don't need
We'll talk
to
about
know
it
your
afterwards.
opinion. Right.
Until then, why don't we just shut up?
Yeah.
A warm glass of shut the hell up. What movie?
Oh my gosh. Happy Gilmore.
There you go.
Sorry, it was right there. I just needed a second.
There you go. You got that one.
I did. Sometimes I'll surprise you.
No, but you can trouble me for a glass of shut the hell up.
Warm glass of.
You're in my world now, Grams.
Yeah,
Now you
Granny.
will go to sleep, or I will put you to sleep.
Yeah. And that was what? Ben Stiller, wasn't
Oh,
it? He was
sure
the orderly? Yeah.
It sure was. Family forgetting my 9-year-old son's birthday, Rage Room.
Oh.
That is definitely... How do you forget?
That is terrible. That's
Damn.
so terrible.
That is awful.
I'm sorry.
May some of them poop their pants. It's fair punishment. Or get diarrhea on the beach in August.
You really have an affliction with diarrhea on the beach. You've said this a lot.
Where do you go? Where do you go? Oh, yes. Okay, now I do remember that story. That was at Studio Fit 1.
Oh my gosh, you blew up Rick's studio?
No, I was getting changed. I had to get changed into my gym clothes.
Okay. Oh, and someone walked in on you changing.
I was in there, used the bathroom. I thought I locked the door. I swear to you, I locked the door.
Yeah.
Because I was very cognizant of where I was. And there was a bathroom, only one bathroom. And yeah, the trainer girl walked right in while I was mid-change.
Not Mary. Was it Mary?
No, not Mary.
Okay.
Mary would have laughed at Mary, and I would have laughed about it.
Okay.
Day. No, but that was funny. And then I had to take the class with her after that. I had to go sit on a damn ball and bicycle, knowing this girl just walked in and saw me changing. That was fun.
I bet.
The whole time, like, only you, Christian, only you would get into this situation. $7:35 right here on today's Hit Music Q92. Christian Lauren here with you, waking you up. Good morning, everybody, on your radio, streaming us at Q92radio.com or watching along on Q92's Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter page. We appreciate any way you guys are checking out the show here this morning. Still to come, we haven't done it yet. The cue to call for you to be a finalist for a chance to win tickets to the Cavs-Knicks Game 5 back here at Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse. You could be there. But you got to become a finalist first. Another chance coming up this hour and again in the 9 o'clock hour. And we have one for those watching as well.
Yes, we do. Don't freak out if you miss the cue to call or don't get through, because you can go over to Facebook, YouTube, or Twitter and check in with us this morning. Simply like our live broadcast, maybe pop in and say good morning. And after the show, we'll select one of you guys to be our next finalist.
Talking about remote working. I told you some people bragging about how great it was. My news feed, I was kind of reading the thread, and I was like, man, y'all sound so happy working at home every day. Talking about if you love it or not. Let me see here. Go back to the text line. I love the hybrid working. Couple days in the office, couple days at home.
My sister
some
does
places
that.
have done hybrid.
Yeah, she likes that.
Might love the hybrid. Now the hybrid, I think I could do. I don't know if I could do the totally at home. Let me see. Someone asked, and just tuning in, does Tony still work from home? Does he like it? He does, and I believe he does.
Yeah, he still works from home. He loves it. He's in a good rhythm. Like he likes it. And what helps too is he loves the company he works for. So I think that is also a very big key.
Helps a lot.
I had somebody on the Facebook live stream say that they worked from home. The problem was it ended up being like 10-hour days because they would keep pinging you for things and you would need to get those things done. So I asked her if she ended up going back to the office, and she said yes. And she said the first day back was like the longest day in the history of the world. But she went back and now she feels better because she's not cooped up. Doesn't have that horrible cooped up feeling.
That's the part I wonder if it would get to me.
Yeah.
If I would just feel cooped up, like I never leave this house.
Yeah.
I don't leave this house.
Yeah.
Text message. I was working 3 days at home and 2 days on site. It was the best of both worlds, and I absolutely loved it. Another hybrid fan. Another one. I have the best of both with a hybrid schedule. 2 days in, 3 days at home each week. Boy, the hybrid's coming through right now.
Yeah.
Someone wants to know what was going to be the backup plan if the Cavs got swept.
We had faith in our Cavs. Shame on you that you didn't.
You did not believe?
We did. It's not called Believe Land for nothing.
Thought the Knicks were going to just win 4 straight games?
Nah.
We didn't have one. 330-450-9292 is the phone number, the text line. 330-269-9292. Asking, I really want to talk to the people that work remotely or have worked remotely. Did you like it? Did you not like it? Listen, I get the hybrid. The hybrid could be fantastic.
Abby on Facebook said she has been work from home since pre-COVID. She said, I can hear myself think, and I'm close to everything with my dog, which makes it awesome.
So she loves working at home.
Loves it.
Loves it.
So Abby loves it on Facebook. Tammy hates it on Facebook. We've got comments coming in through our live stream over on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter as well, so you can join the conversation.
You remote workers, you love it? You hate it? I know you hybrid people all seem very happy, it looks like, and I don't blame you.
Yeah, I think that is the best of both worlds. I always thought that, like, our schedule was pretty awesome. Yes, it's an early morning and we come in, but you are still home pretty early. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
Where it deters me is doing anything during the week.
Late into the evening.
When people are like, go to a concert on a Tuesday, I'm like, I get up at 4:20.
Yeah, no.
Go to this ball game on
Christian,
a Tuesday
I don't,
night.
and I don't think I could. I still don't think I could do it.
I get up at 4:20.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And people are like, oh, well, you're up. I'm like, yeah, but I'm home in bed watching TV. I'm not driving down 77 South coming home from Cleveland at 11 o'clock at night when I have to be up at 4:20 a.m.
Also, Carolyn on Facebook said she works from home, and it's nice with the kids specifically. If they're homesick from school or with the summer coming up, it's nice to be able to be home and not have to worry about a babysitter or daycare. So that was Carolyn on Facebook. Thank you for your input this morning.
Text line, I work hybrid, 3 in person, 2 remote. I enjoy it. I did full remote during COVID and enjoyed it. I got more done with no one popping into my workspace constantly. That happens. This place, I love everyone we work with, and I'm guilty of doing it too. You can be distracted in this place.
Oh, yeah.
You can have a lot to do, and everyone can come in and want to talk to you about something.
Well, and I've told you this before. Like, I stay and get everything done that I have to do after the show that, like, has to be done here. So that would be, like, production, using the other studio, meeting with certain individuals, things like that. And then I go home to do all of the other stuff that I need to get done, like imaging or decks for our sales team, anything like that.
Text, I worked from home a lot at the beginning of this year. I was a new mom. I continue to work from home whenever I need to, and that works out okay as needed. However, I have a hard time with work-life balance when I am working from home. You can't just tell your crying child, I'll get to you at 5 p.m. LOL.
That's true.
Very true. Let me see. Worked for 8 years for a bank and loved it. It was very hard going back into an office and being around a-hole coworkers.
I could see that
You
too.
You worked from home for 8 years
That's a long time.
and loved it.
The let me try that again. Transition back into society, if you will.
Yeah, there's humans here.
Right.
Text, I absolutely love working remotely from home. I do it full time with my 2-year-old daughter, and how bad viruses and bacteria was this year for them. It was super convenient to be able to work from home. On top of that, I get to spend time with both my dogs, and I've noticed a big difference in them. I get so much stuff done around the house that I would never have time to do if I was working back at the hospital. So I'm 100% for remote working and grateful for it.
Hey, I'm just saying.
When do you work? It sounds like you play with your dogs, your kids, and clean the house.
No, that's not true, because Tony gets some things done too, but I do know he's real, like, he'll be like, when he's on a call, like, you can't go check in with him, but like on his lunch break and stuff, he'll put in a load of laundry. And then if he's got a break in between calls, he'll go switch it real quick. But to be fair, the laundry room is literally maybe like 25 feet away from his office door.
Oh, yeah.
So it's like right there.
Fiance does stuff around the house a little bit here and there. Someone text, I could see someone going into depression working at home.
They could. If they don't have the right mental space to be able to do remote work, I think that absolutely could happen.
I don't know, just sometimes I sit there and I go,
I mean, if you don't have a very social life outside of your work, you know what I mean? Like, let's say you're single or you don't have any kids or you and your spouse don't go out with friends or anything like that, I could easily see it causing some depression or some isolation type feelings.
Yeah. Well, it's just no human contact.
Exactly. You have to have human contact. That's human nature.
Someone texted, my question is, if you didn't have a computer or internet at home, how could you keep your job? Well, you wouldn't be able to work remotely if you had none of those things.
Well, in most companies, if you don't and they really want to hire you, will help you acquire those things. Like all the hardware my husband uses is all from his company.
I've seen remote jobs online where they say they'll give you, like they will supply you with a phone, a laptop.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, we host our own internet, so I get it. Internet might be a different discussion, but like our home computer and his work computer are two totally different things. Like his work computer is in his office. He's the only one that touches that during work hours or when there's an emergency. That's it.
Text message, my wife works from home. She loves it. Saves on having to put gas in her car and saves on the wear and tear also. That I'll tell you what, that's one thing. My car has 9 billion miles on it already from driving back and forth. Hers?
Yeah.
That baby, it's a lease too, but when she turns in, that's going to be so low. She's going to be getting offers for that.
Oh, I'm sure.
Because
probably before the lease
miles,
is even over.
That's what I'm saying, because it's so low miles. It's unbelievable. I don't know.
Why don't you drive her car every once in a while? You have before.
Yeah. Just don't.
Just to save and maybe not push you over. Are you buying yours?
I'm buying
That's right.
mine.
This time you're buying.
I don't got to worry about that. Yeah.
Yeah.
But my mom still tells me I shouldn't drive it that much, even though I'm buying it.
Well, how many miles do you have on your car already?
Like, I don't know. Close to 30.
Oh. What year is it?
21.
Okay. No, that's 15,000. 12 to 15,000 a year. I thought was normal.
Listen, if I buy a car to my mom, it's the wrong thing. If I lease a car to my mom, it's the wrong thing. She's like, you're when you pay it off, it's gonna die. I'm like, what? So why do you buy a car, Mom? To drive it.
Well, yeah.
Am I supposed to?
Yeah. And you need like family vacations,
right?
And
right. If you take care of your car, your car will be fine.
That's right. Regular oil changes, taking it in when it needs service.
Yeah. If you treat your car like trash and never get your oil changed and never get your tires rotated and just
that's right.
Then yes. But I have no problem with it. But she has real low miles on her car, and she saves a lot of money on gas.
So whose car are you going to take on vacation?
Hers. Hers. And we can't wait. Ocean City, Maryland.
To the NBA playoffs in Cleveland, only from Q92.
There's your cue to call. Stuck it right in on you. Caller number 10 right now, 330-450-9292. Caller 10, you'll be our latest finalist, and you will have an opportunity to win tickets to Game 5 of the Knicks and Cavs playoff series at Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse. Caller number 10, good luck.
At Penn West University.
I'm right there with you, Christian, on the text line. There's no holding it when it hits me. I have a roll of toilet paper in my car just in case. I should have wet wipes in my car.
Really?
Just in case. When we would go on family trips, my dad would always bring toilet paper in the car.
Where did you go on vacation?
Buffalo, New York. Well, it was vacation. My dad would go there for his cancer treatment.
I understand that, but there was no rest stops along the way?
Yeah, but just in case.
Oh.
Sometimes it's like next rest stop, 35 miles. You apparently have the strongest ass in the world. I don't know.
Maybe it's because my parents made me hold it. I don't know.
I guess. Not everyone could be like, 2 hours, that's fine. I'll just sit here.
I knew people that would take a potty chair with them.
I've never pooped in the woods.
No, I haven't either.
Say I've never done this.
I don't even know that I could. I think my body would actually stop it from happening because it'd be like, this is not right.
Well, I gotta go. I gotta go. That's why I have no problem pooping in public. Not pub, but like in public restrooms.
Yeah.
Not afraid of that. It's called a nest, people. Make the nest. You're good to go. So you don't want to touch the seat. I will tell you that. Take that. Sometimes they have those things you set on top of them.
Yeah.
If not, take that toilet paper.
That disintegrate the minute that moisture hits them. So if there's anything left on the seat from the previous person, it
become a mama bird, make a nest, sit on the nest. You're good to go. What was the biggest mistake you ever made as a teenage driver?
As a teenage driver?
Yes.
Actually, I was still a teenager when I did this. I went off the road and flipped my car and hit a telephone pole.
Okay, well, that's dark.
That one wins.
Wasn't looking to go that dark. But okay.
I mean,
teenage. It was your fault. It was your fault.
Well, yes and no. My back right tire blew out, and where I was, there was kind of a drop off on the side of the road. So it took me off the side of the road, and I couldn't get back up over it to correct.
Fair enough.
So I just kept going, and then the pole stopped me.
When I was 16, I remember I was going to my buddy's house. I was on the wrong street, and I realized, this isn't the right road. What am I doing? So I pulled into someone's driveway and went to back out. I was in a gray Ford Lynx. Look up that car. It looks a lot like the Ford Escort.
Okay.
But like the 80s, 90s
so
Ford
weird.
Escort.
I flipped a Ford Escort.
But it was called a Lynx. Don't ask me why.
Really? Okay.
I mean, it looked identical to a Ford Escort from the 90s, late 80s.
Gotcha.
And I went in the driveway. I was like, okay, let's turn around. Backed out of that person's driveway and totally took their mailbox out of the ground and on the, totally took their mailbox, put it right on the ground. I got out of my car. I looked around. I waited, honest to God, for probably a minute and a half for a neighbor to come outside, the owner to come outside, scared poopless, ready to pee myself, thinking I was about to go to jail.
Oh, yeah.
No one ever came out. No neighbors looking out windows. No one came out. I drove off.
Christian.
How was I supposed to do? Put up camp?
The mailbox probably had their address on it. You could have gone to the door and been like, I'm sorry.
I waited as long as my conscience would let me. And then I was like, well, I mean, obviously no one saw it.
Your conscience doesn't have patience.
Obviously no one saw it. It made a noise. I drove off.
Q92.
All right, our warm-up begins today. Middle 60s for high, sunshine galore all day long. Overnight tonight, a few scattered clouds staying dry and a little warmer, 51. I am Mark J. Weather from News 5.
Q92, hello, who is this?
This is Dory,
Where are you calling from this morning?
Canton.
All right, congratulations. You're caller number 10. You're officially a Cavs finalist.
Oh my gosh, thanks.
You're very welcome. It sounds like you'd be super excited to go to Game 5 in Cleveland against the Knicks.
Oh yeah, I'd love it. I've never been.
Oh, you've never been. Well, that would be an amazing time for you, and I'm rooting for you. We are going to be calling the winner tomorrow morning. And if your phone rings, I'd pick it up because that means it'll be good news. Just tell everybody your favorite radio station that made you a finalist.
Q92.
There you go, Dory. Congratulations. You're now in the running for a chance to become, well, you are a finalist, but you could become the winner of Cavs Knicks Game 5 tickets at Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse. You still got more chances with us. You have one more with us here on the show in the 9 o'clock hour, and you have one if you're watching on YouTube, Twitter, or Facebook, because the show, obviously, you can watch it now 7 to 10 every day. You can watch it online. We got one for them as well.
Yeah, that's right. All you have to do is head over to our Facebook, YouTube, or Twitter page and like our live stream. Pop in and say good morning to us. At the end of the show, we will pull one of you guys who engage with the show on one of those platforms as our latest finalist. Actually, it'll be our last finalist, technically, because I won't pull that until 10. So
that's true. That is very true. And in order to win, the word today is tickle.
No.
To type the word tickle.
Will you stop? Between poop and tickle, people are going to be like, what kind of show is this?
The kind where you type tickle if you want to win. So if you don't type tickle, you're not eligible to win.
Stop.
A couple more texts real quick while we have just a couple minutes here before the 8 o'clock hour. Someone says, Discover work from home gives you internet and stipend and all the equipment. As someone asked a couple minutes ago, what if you don't have internet or, a computer or something like that? Most people do, I think. I worked from home before and had to go back to the office. I couldn't shut it off. I would answer calls and emails all hours of the day and night, and it took over my life. Didn't like working at home. Had to go back to the office. How about that? Christian, you found a keeper. Oh, did I?
You did.
I did.
She's a peach. I can say that.
She's like 2 raises away from me getting to be a stay-at-home dad.
Oh, stop it. She better not.
Come on.
No.
Climb that corporate ladder, honey.
Slowly.
Climb it.
Climb it slowly.
It's like watching a WWE ladder match where they're just crawling up so slow.
You know what, though? I think you'd miss this. You really, truly are built for broadcast. Like I know how much you love doing this.
I love this.
Right.
Yeah.
This part.
Yeah, but I have talked and openly about what a great stay-at-home dad I think I'd be.
Oh, I think you already are a great dad to begin with. So
I mean, if my job was like get kid to school, pick kid up from school, clean the house. Come on now. That's simple. Like that, honestly, come on. I got no problem cleaning the house. I do clean the house.
You'd be like the Manny, but you'd
the
really
laundry,
be the dad.
Just put on Sports Center in the background or put on something to listen to and go to work. If you hustle, you can get everything done in a couple hours.
Yeah.
And you can have some real relaxing time if you hustle. Now, if you're lazy and sleep in all day, but with the kid, you wouldn't be able to because I got to get the kid up, get the kid to school.
When I was on maternity leave, I would lounge around and play with the kids. Yeah. We'd have breakfast. We'd have lunch. We'd watch the shows. We'd do the things. We'd take a nap. And half an hour before Tony was supposed to come home from work,
you start hustling.
It'd be go mode.
You're like, gotta clean everything.
Always had to have that candle lit on the kitchen counter. I did something.
Honest, whether you're a stay-at-home dad or mom, I feel like if the other person relationship, regardless of which sex is the worker, which sex, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Regardless of which one of you in your relationship is, I feel like the person who leaves and works should not come home
to a mess.
Yes.
Yeah.
Where you're just, it's optics.
That. Yeah.
So if she worked and I was at home all day and she came home and found me on the couch where she left me, dishes in the sink, floor needs vacuum, laundry's not done, bed's not made, I'm an a-hole.
Are you listening, Tony?
I feel like I'm an a-hole.
I'm kidding. He's working when he's at home.
And I'm not saying, oh my God, there should be never any dust up, but I'm saying,
yeah,
there should be a reasonable expectation.
I agree. I think that's holding up your end of the partnership.
If I was a stay-at-home dad,
yeah,
and my fiance was actually not working at home and she was out. To me, in my opinion, she should not come home to a trashed house.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to be very frank with you, though. There are days, especially when you got a couple toddlers running around and things like that, where your day truly gets away from you.
It can. It absolutely can.
You might have a kid that's having a meltdown, another kid that won't eat.
No, there's absolutely a difference between something like that and just being lazy.
Yeah. No, I agree.
And just, I laid on the couch
or
all
like
day.
not rinsing out. Like my pet peeve is rinse out the kids' cereal bowls and put them in the dishwasher or clean the bottles.
Real quick. My husband is a stay-at-home dad. He loves it so much being home with our kiddos and an almost 1-year-old. And my sixth makes $250K. Whoa.
Wow.
Brother-in-law, stay-at-home dad. God bless him.
Well done.
Your Call Wednesday coming up. Your request. What do you guys want to hear in the 8 o'clock hour? We'll play it for you. Also, Rich Desrosiers from the Pro Football Hall of Fame is coming up. It's Q92 Morning Show on Q92. It makes sense, doesn't it?
On Q92.
.803 right here on today's hit music Q92. It's Q92 Morning Show with Christian and Lauren on Q92, streaming on Q92radio.com.
Yeah.
You can also watch live on Q92's Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. Good morning. How are you? Love it. It is now officially the start of a Your Call Wednesday. We do it every Wednesday. Today is no exception.
Hello?
Calling your phone.
It's Wednesday. It's 8 a.m. It's time for Your Call Wednesday on Q92.
I'm in charge.
For the next hour, you control the station. Call Christian and Lauren with your request at 330-450-9292. Now let's kick off another Your Call Wednesday on Q92.
Thank you for calling. Thanks for calling.
What do you guys want to hear? 330-450-9292 is the phone number. Text line 330-269-9292. Phone calls go to the front of the line. It's a standing rule we have here. So feel free to call us up. Hell, I'd even love a dedication. Maybe you want to dedicate a song to somebody. I love it. I'm here for it.
Excuse me. No, that was like a cough snuck up on me. I was laughing because Holly on Facebook said, play Chumbawamba. I love how you've trained everybody to request your Chumbawamba.
It's a really good song. Did she write Tickle?
No, nobody has.
No one's typed Tickle. All right, fair enough. Well, you won't win any prizes.
Oh, stop it.
Fair enough. Rich Desrosiers from the Pro Football Hall of Fame coming up as well this hour at 8:30. Looking forward to talking to him. Right now, from the text line, it is Lit, my own worst enemy on Q92.
Hey, it's Nicolina, your midday diva, and you need to join us every Thursday at 11 a.m. for Downtown with the Diva.
And Start Flavor.
So we'll give you weekend plans.
And an amazing local giveaway just for you.
Make sure you join us every single Thursday at 11 a.m. on Q92.
Another Tinder one here. Guy sent a girl a bunch of questions. Pay attention to the last one.
Okay.
Skittles or Starburst? Sunrise or sunset? Whiskey or wine? Coffee or tea? Hot tub or massage? Mountains or beach? Top or bottom? Brokeback Man. You had to end it with a sexual question right off the rip. Writes back, sexual? You mean top or bottom? I was talking about yogurt. Typically, I go with Greek yogurt, but do like fruit at the bottom. Terrible save attempt.
Dummy! Yeah! Yeah!
Terrible.
Dummy! Yeah!
Awful save attempt.
No, no.
Terrible save attempt.
Really? Yogurt.
That was your get out of. That was like, oh no, I'm in trouble.
Whether it's fruit on the bottom or not.
Here's let me see here. Messages. Looks like it's on Facebook. Hi. The girl wrote back, why? Or the guy wrote back, why? Be safe. Thanks. You too. What a random ass.
That's so weird.
Hi. Why?
Right.
Be safe. Okay. I'll be safe.
The guy said why?
Yeah.
So he did not want her to reach out, obviously.
Oh, God. It's funny. Henry, that's a great way to kick off a Your Call Wednesday. Good request there on the text line. Again, you guys control the station this hour and tell us what to play. If we have it, we got it. If we don't, we won't. It's that simple. 330-450-9292. Phone number, the text line, 330-269-9292. I asked Lauren off air because I saw something on our site that we get topics from. Things like it's our little prep site we use. About movies you've walked in. I asked her, you ever have a movie so bad you walk down it? I never actually did, but I had a movie that I was so close to walking out of. Because
you're talking the theater, right?
Yeah,
okay.
Theater. No,
okay.
This is at the. You paid and bought a ticket.
Not like someone in the family put it on and you're like, this is dumb, I'm leaving. Because I've done that.
The theater.
Okay. That's what I thought
And the movie, I went with my friends. It was called Snake Eyes with Nicolas Cage. I don't know if anyone's even heard of it.
If I've heard of it, other people have had to. I've heard of it.
I remember my friend Adam Callahan, screaming when the movie was over, like how mad he was and how bad the movie was. Like, we honestly were like talking with ourselves. Like, should we just leave? It was the worst movie I've ever seen in a theater in my life. Like, I didn't, but that's the closest I ever was Nicolas Cage's Snake Eyes. Even the end of the movie, he just looks at the camera and goes, Snake Eyes.
Oh.
And then
riveting.
it goes to the
Did
credits.
Did it give you goosebumps?
No, anxiety and anger. I was like, this is the dumbest movie I've ever seen in my life. And if there is, I should have walked out on it. Because I kept like waiting, like, well, maybe something happens at the end and it'll be wow. And it was just so awful.
I've slept through movies, especially now that they got those luxury loungers. I've dozed.
Well, I could sleep anywhere, anytime. I could sleep at a football stadium during a game. But I'm just curious, who's walked out of a movie and what movie was it? Like, I'm talking about theater only. You paid, you bought a ticket, got your popcorn, got your pop, got your goobers, your gobstoppers. You're like, I'm leaving. This is so bad. I'm getting up from my seat and leaving. Someone texts in, John Travolta movie called Get Shorty. I saw Get Shorty. I remember that movie. You walked out of Get Shorty with John Travolta.
I'm still stuck on gobstoppers. Sorry.
You don't remember gobstoppers?
Yeah, I do, but I don't think they sell them anymore at the
No?
theater. No.
I just get popcorn.
I'm with you on goobers. Like, they still have those.
Let me see here. I walked out of the newest Batman movie with the Twilight dude.
Oh, that guy.
You walked out of that. Now, listen, I have my own issues with DC I could talk about, mainly that, like, none of their movies connect with each other. There's 8 Batman. There's 7 Jokers. I don't know which movie goes with which other movies.
Yeah.
We could go on and on but I didn't hate it. I just don't know, like, where does that one fit in with the other ones? I don't know. Dr. T and the Woman was horrible. You walked out of Dr. T and the Woman? I've never even heard of that movie.
I think I know what that is. Hold on. I got to Google to make
Dr.
sure.
Dr. T and the Woman someone walked out of.
I think it's about a doctor, right?
I would hope so.
Yes, it is. It's the one with, what's his face? He's in everything. Richard Gere.
Richard Gere.
Yeah, he's the
walked
doctor.
out of that one.
I want to say he's like an OBGYN.
Oh, makes sense.
Helen Hunt's in it. Yeah, I saw this movie, actually. Yeah, it wasn't very good.
I've text message. I've only walked out of one movie, and it was White Chicks. Walked out of White Chicks? I thought White Chicks
Good for you.
kind of funny.
Really?
I mean, it's not a favorite of mine
I've
at
seen
all.
it on TV, like, TBS, whatever.
Yeah.
I thought it was so really dumb. The parts that I saw. To be fair, I've not watched it start to end.
What movie did you walk out on? I'm talking about in the theater. You just like, I'm leaving. Nope, can't do it. So far, we got Batman. We got Get Shorty. We have Dr. T and the Woman, which I've never heard of. And someone walked out of White Chicks. We got
also Battlefield Earth.
Someone walked out of Battlefield Earth.
Yep. Holly on Facebook says Battlefield Earth walked out.
Forecast coming up from Mark Johnson. Rich DeRosier coming up at 8:30. It's Q92 Morning Show on Q92.
Did you hear, by the way, what Jake dropped when we went to break this last time?
Yeah, hold on 1 second.
Okay. I was going to say, we cannot let this go.
Jake, you said you worked at one point in time with how many ex-girlfriends?
Like 3 or 4.
Or 4? What do you mean or 4?
I don't remember the exact number, but there was a handful of them at the same place during the same shift, and it was the best time of my life.
Wait. Whoa. Best time of your life.
Sarcastically saying.
Okay.
Okay.
It was quite miserable for a while there.
3 different girls that you dated worked at this place.
Yeah.
You could say it was McDonald's.
Yeah,
right?
It was McDonald's.
And did you knew that before you applied to work there?
No, because one I did in like 8th grade, so I guess that doesn't really count.
No,
and
I didn't counting junior high.
I didn't know that, but I mean, it was still a relationship that it didn't end the best way.
Uh-oh.
And I didn't know she worked there until I went in the big break room and saw her sitting in the break room. I was like, oh, hey.
Yeah.
And then ex-girlfriend.
And then the other 2 I dated while meeting at McDonald's.
Oh.
So
wait.
Were they friends?
Yeah, everybody at that job all talked.
So you dated one girl at McDonald's, broke up with her, dated another girl at the same McDonald's.
Yeah, I guess I didn't make the best decisions.
Well, you know what though? At least you got free fries.
Look at our little old Jake. He was like the snack
Man.
wrap of the employees.
I was, and
Guess you were the Big Mac, huh?
Uh-huh.
Terrible joke. Anyway, wow, look at you seducing all the women at McDonald's. That's impressive. Did you have fun
Wow.
working there?
I did. I miss it sometimes.
Obviously.
I'll tell you what, McDonald's was one of my first jobs, and we had like a group of us that were all friends. We had a blast.
My friend, the guy I do football games with, I know it's funny, it goes back to Ryan, the guy I call football with. He worked there.
Yeah.
And he also said, he's like, I actually had a good time.
We had so much fun together.
He would tell me, like, I had a fun time.
Yeah, me and my best friend, one of us would be on each drive-through window so we could talk to each other through the headset when we weren't taking orders.
Yeah.
It was so much fun.
There you go. So Jake, what's your go-to flirt? When you're flirting with someone, what is your
I
go-to?
don't know, because it's been a while. I mean, I've been with my current girlfriend for a year and a half.
How'd you pick her up?
I met her online on Bumble.
Oh, okay.
Bumble.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's the way to go.
It was one of those success stories.
See, that's what I said. I don't think people flirt like they used to. I think they pick people up
Bumble-
because of social media.
Bumble is the best one to use. I've said this a million times because even if you match with someone, the girl has to message first. You can't message the girl. If you and I match,
So she reached out to
right.
you.
Yeah.
And you were like, let's go.
If the girl reaches out to you as a guy, you know there's at least some real interest.
Right.
Exactly.
As opposed to you messaging her like, hello. You know what I mean? So when she messaged, Jake's like, oh, well, she was impressed enough to say hello.
Right.
I think Bumble's the way to go if you're going to go to the online dating, depending on what you're looking for.
Right.
Tinder, obviously.
If you're actually looking for a relationship.
Because I like Bumble because the girl can only initiate the contact. So that tells me if a girl would talk to me that I got a shot, she at least wanted to say hello.
Right.
So good job on Bumble.
Well done, Jake.
Thank
Jake
you.
seduces
Like
all the girls at
Little
McDonald's.
player.
I love it.
Q92.
All right, our warm-up begins today. Middle 60s for high, sunshine galore all day long. Overnight tonight, a few scattered clouds staying dry and a little warmer, 51. I am Art J. Weather from News 5.
Market is 8:16 on your Wednesday morning. We're at 35 and sunny skies in Canton.
The biggest songs from the biggest artists. Today's hit music, Q92. We are Q92.
Be right here on today's hit music Q92. That is a love song right there.
It is.
I remember that song came out. I used to listen to that all the time. I actually, because I love songs like that. I'm a ballad guy.
Yeah.
I think I recorded off the radio when I was a kid.
Aww.
On a cassette tape. Not
Were you
for
like
anybody.
singing it in your head to someone though that didn't even know you had a crush?
I don't know. It was like 8. I don't know.
You were 8.
I don't know how in love. I don't know how the hell. When did it come out?
Not when you were 8.
When McCain.
18, maybe.
When McCain, I'll be released. Date.
I'm real curious to know.
Well, that came out in 97?
That's what I'm saying.
That was from the 80s.
Yeah, like I was 8.
Wow, 97.
Wait, hold on.
Well,
So how old were
that makes sense. Dawson's Creek. I was in high school.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's when Dawson's Creek was out. God, I love Dawson's Creek.
Yeah, it was
those
so
kids talked a little too intelligently for their age.
They were a little mature.
If you listen to some of the like clips of like those conversations,
yeah,
they would say words like no teenager even knows what that word means.
Who was your favorite on the show?
Joey Potter. Biggest crush
you're a
ever.
guy.
One of the biggest TV crushes ever.
I mean, crush.
Kelly
yeah.
Kapowski and her and Joey Potter.
Dawson was cute. James Vanderbeek, obviously. I don't think he's cute now.
He kind of made Vanderbeek he kind of became a little bitch at the end of that show.
A little bit. I love Pacey.
Oh, who doesn't love Pacey?
Pacey was.
That's why he ended up with Joey.
Yeah. He was a good guy. I liked him.
Now, I didn't like that it was called Dawson's Creek and Dawson doesn't get the girl.
That's true.
If it was going to be Pacey, it should have been Pacey's Pond. They should have changed the name. I don't know what Dawson's Creek. He doesn't get the
Here
girl.
we go. What is it with you and your naming rights? You guys, I have to tell you, this is the quote of the night from Christian last night. I want my own cooking show. I want it to be called S&P, where we only season things with salt and pepper. So the full name of the show is S&P Cooking with Christian B.
That's right. Be a great show.
That's what he chose to name his cooking show.
It would be the greatest show of all time. It'd be all about bland cooking because that's all I like is bland cooking.
Yeah, you literally leaned over to me in the middle of the event and you were like, I want my own cooking show.
And I would
where I only season with salt and pepper.
I'd have these amazing chefs on from all around the world, and I'd be like, today you're making a hamburger. Da, da, da. Your secret ingredient, pepper. Today, French fries. Your ingredient, ketchup.
I feel like I have some sort of like
best cooking show.
I know.
People would watch it just to laugh.
They would, just because it'd be that dumb.
They're like, this is the stupidest show ever, and I just DVR'd it.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you did, didn't you? You did, didn't you?
Maybe somebody will give you a shot.
Today, mashed potatoes.
You should have talked to Steven last night to see if he could hook you up with some executives at Food Network.
Mashed potatoes and secret ingredient, gravy.
Seasoned with salt and pepper.
Salt and pepper. Good luck, cooks. And time starts now.
You have 5 minutes.
You have 30 seconds. Go. Burger and fries. I love it. More movies people walked out on. Me and my mom walked out of Lord of the Rings, left my brother there. Wow.
Oh, you know what? I'm with you guys. I'm not. I can't do it. And you know what? Lord of the Rings is playing in the theater. Tonight is the last night for it. But it is 4 hours and 20 minutes long. Ain't nobody got time for that.
That's a Taylor Swift concert.
Yes.
Into the Woods was the worst. We walked out of Into the Woods.
Yeah.
All right.
Facebook. Mindy. Not a popular opinion, but I walked out of Pulp Fiction.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a cult classic.
It is. I've never seen it.
It was what was my favorite movie of his? Inglourious Bastards was my favorite movie. Of
Okay.
oh my God, what's his name?
John
The director.
Travolta?
No, the director.
Oh, I don't know.
I'm looking at his face in my head.
Tarantino.
Thank you, Clint.
Thank you for the audible.
Clint chiming in. That's why he does the news, folks.
Guys.
He knows all those facts.
Say hi to Clint. Hi, Clint.
If you're watching, say hi to Clint. If you're on the radio, you're like, what are you talking?
Yeah.
Wait, Clint.
He pops in. He works in our newsroom, so.
He does, and he calls high school football on the station, and he knows Quentin Tarantino.
Yeah. Debbie Ann on Facebook. Eyes Wide Shut. Worst Tom Cruise movie ever.
That's fair.
Is it?
That's
I've never seen that one either.
weird.
Yeah, I got the vibe that it was weird.
And, you know, there was a lot of nudity, and as a young boy, I found that intriguing, but the movie was so weird, I couldn't get into the nudity.
Really? Was that the weirdness was that off-putting?
Because I'm sitting there going, oh man, boobs. I'm like, what the hell's going on? what is this party about? What is happening?
Well,
you know it's bad when you take a teenage boy and there's boobies and he's sitting there going, I don't understand anything that's happening in this movie.
And you're so distracted that you can't even enjoy it.
I'm like, why are they all wearing these weird masks? I don't know. Some people love that movie. I did not. I did not like it at all. I walked out of the movie Hot Rod. We were the only ones in the theater for it. Now I know why. I love that movie. Oh, that breaks my heart. Oh, you walked out of that. My wife and I and our kids walked out of Finding Dory 2. We all thought it was dumb. They made a second one?
Yeah, they did. Of course.
Wow.
Because that's what we do. If we have a good movie, we have to try and make another movie and then another movie. And it's like multiplicity. They keep getting dumber and dumber and dumber. Except for Toy Story. Well done.
They did a good job with all the Toy Story.
Yeah. Wait until you watch them. You'll sob and cry and you'll never get rid of a single one of your son's toys.
There's a show I watched with the Not daughter had us watch. It wasn't Encanto, I don't think.
That was
something
a good movie.
where like no, it was a movie where like these people lived in the water and they could come out of the water.
Oh, my son loves this movie.
And
It's
in the end,
Spanish-based or Italian. He's Italian.
The one guy gives up something so the kid can go to school.
Yeah.
That was kind of sad. Text message. I just finished rewatching Dawson's Creek. The original end game was for Joey and Dawson, but then they realized it had to be Pacey. Well, they're the ones that turned Dawson into he became a little whiny guy.
You watched Luca, and that was so good.
Yeah. Last movie I walked out of was the one my wife was making out my best friend. Totally kidding. Well,
I was going to say.
Should have left out the just kidding. That would have been a lot more. You know what I mean? Kind of took all the air out of the balloon. When you, just kidding. Well, that would have been a lot cooler if it did happen.
Oh, that's terrible.
We did not walk out, but we should have on Leaving Las Vegas. We were the only ones in the theater as well. Walked out of Cowboys versus Aliens with Harrison Ford. You walked out. You just walked out. Oh, now people want to hear Paula Cole. I don't want to wait.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe I'll get you some Dawson's Creek music coming up. Sports coming up right after Ed Sheeran, and Rich Desrosiers from the Pro Football Hall of Fame will be joining us. It's Ed Sheeran and Eyes Closed right here on Q92. Because everybody thinks they're a genius because they put Italian dressing on meat and grilled it.
I made dinner.
Everyone does
it's
it.
grilled chicken
do you
marinated
taste
in
that?
Italian.
Guess what I cooked it in? Italian.
That's funny
Shocking.
because it's true.
Everyone does that. They think they've like recreated the wheel.
Yeah.
Problem is, you guys don't realize you put too much. It makes the steak or whatever bitter.
I don't know about that.
Lightly, you're supposed to lightly. Same thing with beer can chicken. Don't put the full beer can in there of all its beer.
Oh, yeah.
To where all you taste is beer.
No, that's really only for what? Like the steaming effect to like cook it from the inside out to make it super
You
tender.
gotta pour some of that beer out.
Oh, yeah. We only leave like maybe 1.5 inches, 2 inches in the can.
Yeah.
You drink it first, and then you use it.
That's how it's. But not a sip. You should take a good
Drink
chug.
over half the can. Yeah.
You know, drink that Busch Light.
This is a Q92 Sports Break with Christian Bigglesworth on Q92.
The Cavs beat the Knicks last night 107-91 to even that series at 1 game apiece. Go Cavs. The series shifts to New York for Game 3 on Friday night at 8:30. You can watch the game on ABC. The Guardians lost both games of a doubleheader to the Tigers yesterday. They lost Game 1 4-3 and Game 2 1-0. They're now 9-9 on the season. They'll play the Tigers again this afternoon at 1:10 p.m. Cal Quantrill will be on the mound for the Guardians. NBA playoffs last night. The Celtics beat the Hawks. They're up 2-0 in that series. And the Suns beat the Clippers to even their series at 1 game apiece. NHL playoffs last night. The Rangers beat the Devils. Tampa Bay beat Toronto. Winnipeg beat Vegas. And Seattle beat Colorado. And finally, the Akron Rubber Ducks beat Harrisburg yesterday 7-6. The Rubber Ducks are now 6-4 on the season. The Ducks will play Harrisburg at home again tonight at 6:35 p.m. at Canal Park in Akron. That's a look at sports right here on today's hit music, Q92. 8:36 right here on today's Hit Music. It is Q92. Morning, everybody. Christian and Lauren here with you on your radio, streaming online at Q92radio.com, and you can watch along on Q92's Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter page. Thank you guys, however, you're enjoying the morning show this morning, for having us on. Don't forget, coming up in the 9 o'clock hour, another opportunity to become a finalist to win Cavs playoff tickets for Game 5 of their series with the New York Knicks back here at Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse. This is your final day to become a finalist with us, with Nicolina, with Keller, and with Ryan this evening. So, if you're not a finalist yet, you got opportunities, but this is your final day. We also have one for everyone watching on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube.
That's right. This morning, you can hop over to Facebook, Twitter, or YouTube and simply like our live stream. Pop in and say good morning to us. You can also say good morning to Rich Desrosiers from the Pro Football Hall of Fame. We'll pick a person who engages with the show this morning as our very last morning show finalist to go see Game 5 Cavs versus Knicks.
It is 8:37. It's Wednesday. That means we are talking to our friends at the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Rich Desrosiers joining us. You can actually watch along, like you said, on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. Rich, good morning, and thank you for taking the time as always, man. We appreciate you.
Hey, good morning.
How are you?
We're doing well here, and can I enter to win those Game 5 tickets? What do I got to do?
Hey, you don't work for the station, so go right ahead.
Yeah, man, you're good to go. You don't work here. We can't win nothing, but you're good to go, Rich. So just when you hear it, be caller number 10. You'll be good to go. How funny would it be if it said Rich from Canton?
That'd be so awesome.
Rich from Canton. About 3 o'clock yesterday, a friend said, I got 2 tickets in a suite for the Cavs. Hey, listen, I know I was like 3rd or 4th choice, maybe the 56th choice option, but to say, hey, do you want to come up? And I'm like, I can't. I had obligations. I had some business obligations, some family obligations. I said, I really wish I could go because I could just tell it was going to be the Cavs night. I just felt it. And
yeah.
Boy, was it last night. That was a fun one to watch, wasn't it?
What? Yeah, I mean, 20-point lead early and just sailed right on through.
Yeah.
That is beautiful. Well, all right, let's get caught up, Rich. Everyone here with the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Of course, USFL season kicked off last weekend. Looked great. It's awesome to see it back. But what's really awesome is this week Canton gets its turn.
Canton will host regular season games for the first time. You know, we were the host for the playoffs last year, semifinal games, and then the championship with Birmingham and Philadelphia, and good crowd for that championship game last year. A lot of enthusiasm, a lot of folks who rooted for Birmingham. Philadelphia supports all their teams. They traveled well. But there were a lot of Canton people in the stands too, and the USFL recognized that and wanted to expand how they ran their business by creating some new hubs. And so New Jersey and Pittsburgh consider Canton their home. They've been practicing on Benson Field. Fans might have seen that. Now they're actually playing each other on Sunday.
Yeah, and that's so cool too. Because like you said, the players are here. This is where they've been hanging out. You've been seeing them on social media and things like that. But do you see a lot of the players trying to come in and take a tour of the Hall of Fame while they're here, when they have their downtime?
Yeah, there's been a few. I think there'll be something a little more organized at some point. I think this game will help them kind of get settled in the community a little more. But you're right. They are getting entrenched here, and I think it'd be great if the fans showed that support because then we could keep them here. I mean, it's good for the entire community, right? They gotta live somewhere. They gotta eat somewhere. They gotta pass their free time somewhere. If it's not here, it's going to be someplace else, like Memphis or Birmingham or Detroit, where the other hubs are. Let's keep them in Canton by showing some support.
Well, and I think when you look around at everything that's happening over there at the Pro Football Hall of Fame, Hall of Fame Village, I mean, it's these athletes got to be blown away just by what they're seeing and by the changes you could see almost daily, which I'm sure you can attest to. I'm sure every day you come to work, something's new or something's different over there.
I was driving in this morning, and there's a very large man in a very large yellow safety vest and his hard hat, and he's holding me back from getting into the parking lot because they were craning in a big piece of equipment to move some more dirt for the hotel and the water park. The landscape changes every day, and you're going to start seeing some foundation poured for the hotel and water park. And this community for a long time wondered whether this was going to be a reality or not. And with every passing day, you see more and more coming online pretty soon. Places like Pizza Oven It's going to be online at the retail area. Brew Kettle's opening soon. Smush Cookies opening soon. The Shula's is open, and I'll give an unpaid testimonial to the quality of the food at Shula's. It's fantastic.
Yeah, no, I love what you guys are doing over there in blending some businesses that we don't have in the area with longstanding local businesses that have really been, pinnacles here in our community in Stark County, especially. And speaking of USFL games, I mean, it is something truly for everybody. I've been lucky enough to be over when the Mullers have been practicing, and to watch them. They're a fun group of guys. The Generals as well. I've not been able to see their practice, but the Mullers were playing a day that I was over there on the campus. And, these are such great games that you can take your family to for very inexpensively. And let's talk about the promotional nights too. But more importantly, it really is important for Canton. We can go and we can support these games, and it's a great thing for families to do while still being able to help show support and keep these teams here for Canton.
Yeah, you hit it, Lauren. There are some promotions you can get. Family can go out. We talked about the Cavs, right? And who doesn't want to? If you're a sports fan, a basketball fan, you'd love to see the Cavs in a playoff game. Taking a family of four to a Cavs playoff game, not to mention the hour drive and the parking and food and all of that. I mean, you're probably in the $500 range to experience that. You want to go to a USFL game, family of four, you can probably do it for $50, and if you want to live large and eat and get some souvenirs, $100 for a family, you can do it. And it's a great value. And Tom Benson Hall of Fame Stadium is a great place to watch a game. You're close. I tell people, not only can you see the action, you can hear it.
Yeah.
And, so when you can hear it and see it, then you really feel it. And, the USFL does put out a good product. They're fair pricing on things, and people are going to have a good time.
Yeah, I agree. And while you're over there too, you can even swing through and look at that gift shop. You've got some new stuff over there, right?
It's draft time, so that means the draft hats. And for the last couple of years, those have just been such popular items. And, they're not, they're wearable. Some people get them to collect them, but they're not just these stiff things that only go on a shelf. They're wearable, sport your team's colors. Christian, what are we doing this year? Pick number 9.
I know. I don't know. Is it going to be the Georgia D tackle? Are we going to take a chance on him? Or are we going to, I hear trade down again. The Steelers want to move up. There's a lot of stuff. Stuff.
I'm not an expert on this at all. My feeling is if the Georgia D tackle's still there at 9, there's a reason he's still there at 9, and just let him go. I hope the young man sees his second chance and takes full advantage of it. I do wonder. I'm kind of a character. I put a lot of value in high character players. I think that's how you build winning organizations. So we'll see.
Yeah, well, I don't disagree with you. I agree in that, and I also hope that nothing but the best for him. But I understand what you're saying. That you want the right people in your program and in your coaching staff and your team and your everything. You want the right guys in there. But no, the draft. Listen, there's a couple things you look forward to every year at the NFL as far as apparel. The draft hats, the official sideline hats. And every year when the Salute the Service gear comes out.
Yeah, it's always really
everyone
nice.
wants to get their hands on that stuff. And that stuff you can always get at the Hall of Fame gift shop.
That's right. No admission charge if you want to come to the gift shop, 9 to 5. We'd love to see you here. Some Hall of Fame exclusives. You can get something for any team that you're a fan of. Christian, I want to talk to you. You, me, Lauren, we're all in the wrong line of work. We should all be quarterbacks right now. I mean,
if we were.
Oh, my God. Jalen Hurts, you kidding me?
255.
Can you imagine? I just can't imagine that. You know what's
a whole lot of zeros.
We found out. We were talking about this yesterday. We found this out. His 5-person business team, Jalen Hurts, is all women. Did you know that?
So awesome.
I knew his agent was. I didn't realize his whole team was.
Entire team from PR to
marketing coordinators,
to everything. These 5 women got the biggest contract in the NFL history for Jalen Hurts. I think that's really cool.
I appreciate you sharing that, and that may be something that the Hall of Fame, can highlight a little bit. That's something that we've done an awful lot of in the last year or two. Is really, and the league, is to show the growth of women in the game, and to show that the game is so much more than the 53 players on each roster on a Thursday, Sunday, Monday. It is hundreds and hundreds of people behind the scenes who make the whole operation go, and with every passing day, there are more and more women contributing to the game, and the fandom in the NFL runs about 50-50 now, and that didn't used to be the case. I mean, NFL teams have figured out you have to market to women, you have to make the game and the experience. You're just not going after people who look like me anymore. You know, it's gender, it's race, it's ethnicity. The game is growing remarkably among all minority groups, particularly Hispanics and women and kids. And you're going to see a lot and hear a lot about flag football coming up as the league embraces that as a way to grow enthusiasm about the sport. It's going 100 different directions at 100 miles an hour.
Absolutely. There's a reason the NFL plays games in Europe, in Mexico, and I think the Bears and Chiefs are playing in Germany this year, Rich.
I have made my case that the Hall of Fame needs to be there to collect some artifact or something.
Yeah.
I'm working on my German. I can count to 10 now. So
That's awesome.
You just need to work on the phrase "Ich liebe Hall of Fame."
Yeah.
I love the Hall of Fame. So just
There you
keep
go.
saying, be like, I'm working on my German. I've already mastered this. Yeah.
1, 2, 3, let's go.
There you go. Yes.
There you go. And,
He really is working on it.
before we let you go, too, you guys you're close to making some more announcements as to the Black College Football Hall of Fame Classic that's coming up here.
We know who is going to be the gospel act. It's all done, but the signature and what color M&Ms to leave in the green room, and so we hope to make that announcement soon, and a lot of announcements around the Black College Football Hall of Fame Classic. Another way that the community can enjoy football and support what's going on in the community around football. So yeah, more to come on that. If you'll have me back, I'll have some more to tell you about that soon.
Oh, for sure.
And I always give you guys so much credit. You've taken this Black College Football Hall of Fame Classic, and I think a lot of people thought, okay, they're doing a game, and you guys have made this an event and a weekend event. You've taken it so much farther than just a game on the football field. And I can't give you guys enough credit for that. It's really cool how every year you're expanding it and adding to it and making it an event, not just a football game.
Well, I appreciate you saying that, but Christian, I have to kind of defer any congratulatory mentions on that to the community. We might be suggesting things, and we might be in a role to lead on what's happening in the community, but if the community wasn't embracing it, it wouldn't happen. So, the growth that you see is a reflection of the enthusiasm by the volunteer corps and the people who really are working year round to create these events, take the pulse of the community, see what might be well received. And so you're going to see a couple new events added to the calendar this year. And again, that's a reflection of people's hard work and a buy-in by the community to support this. So that's what's exciting for us. We're trying to lead and then get out of the way of the people who can really, to use the football metaphor, just advance the ball down the field a little bit.
Rich, awesome stuff as always. Thank you so much for taking the time to talk to us, updating us on what's going on with the Hall of Fame. We look forward to talking to you next week as well.
All right. We'll be here.
Thanks, Rich. Have an awesome week.
Appreciate it.
Bye.
All right. Rich Desrosiers, Pro Football Hall of Fame. They join us every week, updating us. There's a lot going on, man.
Yeah, there
is.
A
lot of stuff going on
so
with the
much.
Pro Football Hall of Fame. It's today's. Oh, go ahead.
No, I was going to say, if you haven't been over to the campus, it's totally worth going through the Hall of Fame that we knew growing up. Only a little bit of it's still there. There's so much more.
Forecast coming up. Plus, still got to get a finalist for those Cavs playoff tickets on Q92.
Hey, it's Chris.
I'm a bigger Food Network fan than I used to ever before with the fiance. I'm a big fan of I don't know what the name of the show is.
Shop.
No, it's the Tournament of Champions.
Oh, yeah.
Big fan of the Tournament of Champions. It's funny because I don't know anybody yet. And the fiance's like, oh, she's good, or oh, that's him. He did this. I'm like, oh, yeah.
Well, she's about to know every single detail since she's home, with the baby.
Already,
so.
and I'm just learning, but I enjoy it. And it's just funny because every time I watch, I'm like, I wouldn't eat that. I wouldn't eat that. I wouldn't eat that. But I do love the randomizer.
Oh, is that where they pick an ingredient, or
He spins everything, and you find out what you got to make, how you got to make it, and how much time.
Okay.
Big fan of the randomizer. Big fan of that. So I've been watching that.
Have you ever tried to replicate one of those recipes, though? Like, has she?
Well, no, because I'm too picky of an eater.
Well,
I would never
there's
want
not
to.
a single thing they've made that
No,
you would
because
try.
they put cheese on everything, or it's like lamb, or a meat that I would never eat. Hamburger, steak, pork chop is where ribs. Pig, cow.
Those are your four main
cow,
food
chicken.
groups.
Pig, cow, chicken. When you leave those three, you have lost me.
Well, all right.
And they're always like this. With
Not even with a side of ketchup?
No. I tried lamb once. It was like meat bubble gum. I had, oh God, it was awful.
Then it wasn't cooked right, maybe.
It was, and I was at someone else's house. I had to suck it up. I could not hide my disdain for the food. So I ate it as quick as I could and said, no, I'm full. I can have no more of your lamb, a.k.a. meat bubblegum. So I was like...
How long ago was that?
Years ago, but I'd still wake up in cold sweat.
I see, okay.
That thing gets
You were
me,
like
man.
12.
Oh, my God. It was just like, every bite I was... This is awful. This is awful. No, the stuff they cook, it's cool to watch what they do, what they come up with, but they add like peppers, cheese, all this food that I would never ever eat. Yeah, I would never ever eat. I want there to be the most bland cooking show ever. Like today we're doing hamburgers and fries.
With a little salt and pepper spice.
Yeah, the only spices you can use are salt and pepper. Go! You have 20 minutes, hurry. That's it. That's all I would want. Today we're doing steak and a baked potato. Go!
Q92.
All right, our warm-up begins today. Middle 60s for high, sunshine galore all day long. Overnight tonight, a few scattered clouds staying dry and a little warmer, 51. I am Mark J. Weather from News 5.
Traffic on 30 is slow because of a sinkhole on 30. No! What do you mean there's a sinkhole on 30? That is one of my biggest fears.
Getting swallowed by a sinkhole?
Yeah, that's not scary to you?
Do you know what the probability is of that happening?
Happened to a guy in Florida. He was literally on his bed watching TV. He died.
Well, that's terrible and tragic, but
literally was watching TV.
Think about the millions and billions of people on this planet. How many people have been swallowed by a sinkhole?
I can name one, and that's enough. That's enough. Mother Earth is eating us alive.
It's not something with a higher probability, like being struck by lightning, drowning. Yours is sinkhole.
I've always been. If you followed me on the show, I have always been afraid of sinkholes.
I've been afraid
I think they're
drowning.
Disgusting.
That's what scares me.
You could drown, falling in a sinkhole, or you could just fall to the center of the earth and be burnt by the core.
What do you think? It goes all the way down to like the magma
We
layer?
have no idea. Good use of magma, by the way. Traffic
Thank
on
you.
30 is slow. I just read that already. What am I doing? That's how scared I was. Let me see here. All right, we got DM game here. I don't know what this one's from. Hey, cutie. Hey, how are you today? I'm good. That sucks. Where do you work?
It sucks that you're good.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Do not tell them where you work.
Oh, that's fun. Oh, and then finally, right after where do you work, he went with, he asked if he could do something to her.
Yeah, I love her response.
Yeah. Does that usually work for you? I'm going to pass. I hope you find what you're looking for. He wrote back, oh, it has.
Dummy. Yeah. Yeah.
What?
Cavs finalist.
That's amazing. Thanks so much.
You're welcome, Tyler. I take it you would be pretty excited to go to Game 5 of Cavs versus Knicks, right?
Incredibly excited. That's an awesome opportunity.
All right, so you're going to go. Who are you taking with you if you win?
I'll probably take my girlfriend if we go.
All right, awesome. Well, just do me one favor and tell everybody your favorite radio station that made you the latest finalist.
Q92.
I'm right there with you, Christian, on the text line. There's no holding it when it hits me. I have a roll of toilet paper in my car just in case. I should have wet wipes in my car.
Really?
Just in case. When we would go on family trips, my dad would always bring toilet paper in the car.
Where'd you go on vacation?
Buffalo, New York. Well, it was vacation. My dad would go there for his cancer treatment.
I understand that, but there was no rest stops along the way?
Yeah, but just in case.
Oh.
Sometimes it's like next rest stop, 35 miles. You apparently have the strongest ass in the world. I don't know.
Maybe it's because my parents made me hold it. I don't know.
I guess not everyone could be like 2 hours. That's fine. I'll just sit here.
I knew people that would take a potty chair with them. Like,
I've never pooped in the woods.
No, I haven't either.
Say I've never done this.
I don't even know that I could. I think my body would actually stop it from happening because it'd be like, this is not right.
Well, I gotta go. I gotta go. That's why I have no problem pooping in public. But like in public restrooms.
Yeah.
Not afraid of that. It's called a nest. People make the nest. You're good to go. So you don't want to touch the seat. I will tell you that. Take that. Sometimes they have those things you set on top of them.
Yeah.
If not, take that toilet paper.
That disintegrate the minute that moisture hits them. So if there's anything left on the seat from the previous person, it
become a mama bird. Make a nest. Sit on the nest. You're good to go. Oh, yes. Okay. Now I do remember that story. That was at Studio Fit 1.
Oh my gosh! You blew up Rick's studio?
No, I was getting changed. I had to get changed in my gym clothes.
Okay. Oh, and someone walked in on you changing.
I was in there, used the bathroom. I thought I locked the door. I swear to you, I locked the door.
Yeah.
Because I was very cognizant of where I was. And there was a bathroom, only one bathroom. And yeah, the trainer girl walked right in while I was mid-change.
Not Mary. Was it Mary?
No, not Mary.
Okay.
Mary would have laughed at Mary, and I would have laughed about it.
Okay.
Day. No, but that was funny. And then I had to take the class with her after that. I had to go sit on a damn ball and bicycle, knowing this girl just walked in and saw me changing. That was fun.
I bet.
The whole time, like, only you, Christian, only you would get into this situation. What was the biggest mistake you ever made as a teenage driver?
As a teenage driver?
Yes.
Actually, I was still a teenager when I did this. I went off the road and flipped my car and hit a telephone pole.
Okay, well, that's dark.
That one wins.
Wasn't looking to go that dark. But okay.
I mean,
teenage. It was
you
your fault.
asked.
It was your fault.
Well, yes and no. My back right tire blew out, and where I was, there was kind of a drop off on the side of the road. So it took me off the side of the road, and I couldn't get back up over it to correct.
Fair enough.
So I just kept going, and then the pole stopped me.
When I was 16, I remember I was going to my buddy's house. I was on the wrong street, and I realized, like, this isn't the right road. What am I doing? So I pulled into someone's driveway and went to back out. I was in a gray Ford Lynx. Look up that car. It looks a lot like the Ford Escort.
Okay.
But like the 80s, 90s
so
Ford
weird.
Escort.
I flipped a Ford Escort.
But it was called a Lynx. Don't ask me why.
Really? Okay.
I mean, it looked identical to a Ford Escort from the 90s, late 80s.
Gotcha.
And I went in the driveway. I was like, okay, let's turn around. Backed out of that person's driveway and totally took their mailbox out of the ground and on the, totally took their mailbox, put it right on the ground. I got out of my car. I looked around. I waited, honest to God, waited for probably a minute and a half for someone, a neighbor to come outside, the owner to come outside, scared poopless, ready to pee myself, thinking I was about to go to jail.
Oh, yeah.
No one ever came out. No neighbors looking out windows. No one came out. I drove off.
Christian.
How was I supposed to do? Put up camp?
The mailbox probably had their address on it. You could have gone to the door and been like, I'm sorry.
I waited. I waited as long as my conscience would let me. And then I was like, well, I mean, obviously no one saw it.
Your conscience doesn't have patience.
Obviously no one saw it. No one made a noise. I drove off. As it was right here on today's hit music. It is Q92. Good morning, everybody. We're in the 9 o'clock hour now. Christian Lauren here with you on Q92, streaming at Q92radio.com. And also you can watch along on Q92's Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. How you doing out there? Anyway, you have the show on. Thank you very much for checking in and listening. We appreciate it. Our phone number is 330-450-9292, and our text line is 330-269-9292. Again, everyone watching right now on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube, you still have a chance to become a finalist for our Cavs contest.
Yeah, you guys could be our very last finalist. All you got to do is go over to Facebook, Twitter, or YouTube. You choose. Find our live stream on our homepage and like it. Pop in and say good morning. At the end of the show at 10 o'clock, we'll pull our very last finalist. And you could be headed to see Game 5, Cavs versus Knicks. It's that easy.
You got to type tickle in the comments.
No, stop with the tickle.
If you don't type tickle in the comments, you are ineligible. And it's just the last chance with us. There's more chances on the radio today, though, with Nicolina, Keller and with Ryan at night.
Correct.
For us.
Yeah.
That is the final one. We've already got 3 finalists this morning because that's just how cool we are. Congratulations, Christina from Dalton, Dory from Canton, and Tyler from Canton. They were our finalists this morning. They're all in the running, and they have a chance to get a phone call from us tomorrow morning around 8 o'clock to tell you, hey, you just got 2 tickets to go to the Cavs-Knicks Game 5 at Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse. How cool is that?
That's an awesome prize to win. Hey, I wanted to ask you, did you see that DeMar Hamlin got played to actually go back to work?
Got played?
He got cleared to
Oh,
play.
cleared. Yeah. Yeah.
There's something about that makes me so very nervous. I know he has been a human guinea pig. I am fairly certain for the past months.
Well, if you want to go down that rabbit hole, some people think that it's a fake DeMar Hamlin now. They think the real one's dead.
Oh, come on.
You haven't been down that?
I have not seen that. No.
Yeah, they think he died and they have a replacement.
Get
for him.
out. No.
I swear to God, there's people that think that.
The people that think that, come on.
They're like, look, his earlobe is different. I'm not joking.
That is so dumb.
Look, that tattoo's here and now it's gone. They go in hard on that.
Yeah.
That he died and the NFL had to replace him so they wouldn't look bad.
Oh, come on.
They're like, how could he play? I'm like, listen, what happened to him was an anomaly. The chances of that happening.
I was worried they'd come back and say, like, he had a heart defect he didn't know about, or there was some sort of a clot that broke loose that went to his heart, or no, truly,
he had no
you
heart
can
condition.
be put into cardiac arrest from blunt force chest trauma, and that is legit what happened. Now, my question, I would have questions. I'm sure he's asked them all.
Do you understand the timing?
It
had to take place for that to happen.
It was meant to happen in that moment for whatever reason. We'll never know why. He'll never know why.
The hit had to happen at the exact moment his heart
and hit the exact.
That's just insane.
The exact way.
You couldn't do that again a million times if you tried.
Yeah.
You shouldn't try.
No, never.
But
never
I'm just saying,
try.
like, talk about like insane.
Yeah.
You know, because a lot of people think, well, he has a heart condition. He doesn't.
No. I mean, he's been through a battery of tests.
Me personally, I don't know if I could play again after that.
That's what I'm saying. I think I have a little PTSD. Although did he say he remembers? Like,
I didn't check out the whole thing, so I didn't listen to the whole interview. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't know. I will have PTSD watching him play. Every time he goes down, I'll be like, get up, get up, get up. You know what I mean? Like,
that's how I was when Alex Smith came back from that horrific leg injury.
Oh
Every time he dropped back to pass, I was like, Alex, why?
No.
What are you doing?
I mean, that was a leg injury. I watched that special, like where he rehabbed and how he had to rehab and how he made it back. And I thought it was really beautiful, though, how his wife supported him. I don't know that I could have. I mean, she maybe is a better person than I am. I think I would have been like, please, you're done. You know what I mean?
I was at home watching in Ohio, and every time he dropped back pass, like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even want to hit him if I was on defense.
No, I would be like, God, please.
I can't. Dude.
You take him.
Just throw the ball. I can't.
Right.
Just throw it. I'm going to throw it.
Yeah, it was gruesome.
Good Lord. Good Lord. So, again, Cavs tickets. This is your final day. Become a finalist. So you better have your radio on Q92 all day.
That's right.
Because Nicolina's going to have some. Keller's going to have some. Ryan's going to have some at night. So if you're like, oh, my God, I need to be at Game 5, keep Q92 on all day.
Yeah, I hope you're happy, by the way.
Someone write tickle?
Yep.
Well, now they can win.
Good job, Nicole.
Now
Play it
they
into
can
it.
win. There you go. It's Boy's a Liar. It's Q92. Another Tinder one here. Guy sent a girl a bunch of questions. Pay attention to the last one.
Okay.
Skittles or Starburst? Sunrise or sunset? Whiskey or wine? Coffee or tea? Hot tub or massage? Mountains or beach? Top or bottom? Throwback man. You had to end it with a sexual question right off the rip. Writes back, sexual? You mean top or bottom? I was talking about yogurt. Typically, I go with Greek yogurt, but do like fruit at the bottom. Terrible save attempt.
Dummy. Yeah.
Terrible.
Yeah.
Awful save attempt.
No, no.
Terrible save attempt.
Really? Yogurt.
That was your get out of. That was like, oh no, I'm in trouble.
Whether it's fruit on the bottom or not.
Here's let me see here. Messages. Looks like it's on Facebook. Hi. The girl wrote back, why? Or the guy wrote back, why? Be safe. Thanks. You too. What a random ass.
That's so weird.
Hi. Why?
Right.
Be safe. Okay. I'll be safe.
The guy said why?
Yeah.
So he did not want her to reach out, obviously.
Oh, God. It's funny.
The biggest songs from the biggest artists. Today's hit music, Q92. We are Q92.
Are you looking to make some easy money? How? Do you like motorcycles? I do not. If you go on a motorcycle run with me tomorrow, I will give you $100. Why? I don't want to ride by myself. Sorry, but no thank you. Here's the best part.
Okay.
This run is for two little kids that were born handicapped. I'll bet you feel sorry now.
Dummy. Yeah. Yeah.
Major dummy. That deserves a hit the button again.
Dummy. Yeah. Yeah.
Joke's on you.
Seriously? Okay, so it was probably like a poker run. But see, he didn't if he
well,
shouldn't the conversation have been like, hey, I have a poker run tomorrow. It's benefiting 2 disabled children. I don't want to do it alone. Would you come? That conversation may have ended differently.
I just don't think you ask a girl you've never hung out with if she would like to go on a motorcycle ride with you.
And not even tell her that, like, it's a charitable, like...
Well, joke's on you. It was for charity.
If that's even true. I mean,
that is funny. He was going to pay her $100. 100 smackaroos.
Why don't you give that $100 to that charity that you're riding for and just don't go? Just donate.
Boom. Bangarang. Lauren.
Thank you.
Love it.
Thank you.
Love that. Oh, man. All right, let's go now and read some more. Again, feel free to keep sending them in. I enjoy them all.
Yeah, and don't forget, we're live over on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. You can join the conversation.
A conversation they were having. They obviously had talked before. This seems to be a Tinder one. You here? The girl writes, what? Do you have a new girlfriend? He writes back, yeah, we're not dating yet, but we've started talking. Fantastic response by the girl.
He's leaving the door cracked.
Makes sense as to why you stopped sending me wiener pics.
Dummy. Yeah. Yeah.
Just a reminder, girls don't really like those, gentlemen.
Not at all. Not even a little.
Another one here. This looks to be a Facebook one between a girl and a guy. The girl sent one response. The guy sent a lot. Question. Wrote back answer. Thin crust or deep dish pizza? Better question. How in the world are you single? We matched on Tinder, by the way. I know you're out of my league, but figured I'd take a shot anyway. Have a good night. Here's my favorite one. I could write you a song.
So we went from pizza to you're hot to let me write you a song. Right.
Which I'm not convinced is necessarily a compliment. I know it's always
I
intended.
would be like, yeah, dude, how am I single? Like, that's where you get mad. You don't think she's frustrated?
It's always intended as a compliment, but it's one of those compliments you give that sometimes people are like, all right. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. I could write you a song. Then you
It's
wrote,
like,
tough crowd. I've probably had too much Jack Daniels. Sorry. So he offered to write her a song.
I would have been like, yes, and send it in a voice note. And then I would have shared it to my social media.
Ever. Send it in the voice note. This guy sent a woman a music video of a love song. I know the song. It's by a band called Adelita's Way. The song is called Alive. Very good song.
Oh.
If you're into like rock ballads.
Okay.
Sent that. Under that wrote, wish you would give me a chance.
Aww.
Followed by pay you.
What?
Followed by buy you something. No response, by the way, to the song or the give me a chance.
Good.
Or the pay you or the buy you something. Here's a Tinder one.
I mean, I know we're not above bribery. Like,
oh, no,
we bribe all the time.
We own it, though.
But isn't that like solicitation once the money enters the situation?
Well, but you're not asking for sexual favors.
Yet.
You're asking for a chance at sexual favors.
I'll give you a chance. How much you got? $250. All right.
Q92.
All right, our warm-up begins today. Middle 60s for high, sunshine galore all day long. Overnight tonight, a few scattered clouds staying dry and a little warmer, 51. I am Art J. Weather from News 5.
Text message. What pisses me off is when you're driving along and 3 damn deer decide to run out in front of you. Rage room. Hopefully you didn't hit any of them.
Yeah.
Hopefully that's fine. But yeah, it's not. It'll get your heart rate.
It really will.
To see them.
I almost killed Thumper the other day coming to work. I forgot to tell you about that.
A rabbit?
Yeah.
You almost killed a rabbit?
I mean, he just darted right out, and then I looked in my rearview mirror and I saw him like roll.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my God. But then he got up and he totally kept hopping. So I'm hoping I just maybe the air from my tire knocked him over because he was able to get over to the side of the road.
I did. I murdered a possum once in a minivan.
Oh.
But I'm convinced he committed suicide.
Like he threw himself out in front of you?
Because he ran out, saw the lights, turned around to go off the road, and then at the last second, came back out.
Changed his mind.
Got him with the double thud.
Christian.
Got him with the double thud.
Oh.
And I was with a girl at the time. And she was in tears.
Yes.
And I was offended.
Oh, that just gave me chills.
I was offended. I was like, oh yeah, because I veered at him. That's what I did.
Right.
I was like, the guy ran off the road, then came back on. What you want to do? Hit a tree?
Well.
When the minivan's moving, honey, it's moving. We can't slow this train down. Oh man, oh man, oh man. Oh, yes. That okay. Now I do remember that story. That was at Studio Fit 1.
Oh my gosh, you blew up Rick's studio?
No, I was getting changed. I had to get changed in my gym clothes.
Okay. Oh,
No,
and someone
and
walked in on you changing.
I was in there, used the bathroom. I thought I locked the door. I swear to you, I locked the door.
Yeah.
Because I was very cognizant of where I was, and there was a bathroom, only one bathroom. And yeah, the trainer girl walked right in while I was mid-change.
Not Mary. Was it Mary?
No, not Mary.
Okay.
Mary would have laughed at Mary, and I would have laughed about it.
Okay.
Day. No, but that was funny. And then I had to take the class with her after that. I had to go sit on a damn ball and bicycle, knowing this girl just walked in and saw me changing. That was fun.
I bet.
The whole time, like, only you, Christian, only you would get into this situation. Jake Goldenhour right here on today's hit music. It is Q92. Christian Lauren here with you. Heading towards 9:30. Hope you're having a good start to your Wednesday. It's hump day. We're halfway through the work week, everybody.
That's right.
Come on now. Fantastic.
It's going to be 80 tomorrow.
It really is.
Right?
It really is. Hey, McDonald's is making changes to their burgers.
Oh, I saw something.
Have you heard?
I'm loving it.
Oh, man. No, the Big Mac's getting a little makeover. Big Mac is one of my all-time faves.
Absolutely. Extra sauce, please, for my fries.
No cheese or pickles for me. But I do enjoy the Big Mac sauce, although you probably think I wouldn't.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah, that is surprising.
But I do love a Big Mac. And now I kind of want one. But they've been doing, quote, research and development. I'm reading off of the article that was on People magazine.
Yeah.
They want to do some upgrading to their classics. And it gets no more classic than the Big Mac.
Well, don't fuss with it too much. It's good how it is.
So, what they're doing is now they're subtle changes, but they think they're going to, quote, enhance the Big Mac. All buns will be getting a revamp. They'll be warmer.
Okay.
Onions are getting added directly on the burger while it's still on the grill to impact more flavor. And the third thing they're doing, Big Macs are now going to be getting some extra Big Mac sauce. So, warmer buns, onions on the burger while it's on the grill, and more Big Mac sauce.
The only issue I have with this is, and I hope they do it. I hope, because trust me, all of these enhancements would make a great burger, but aren't these things that, like, I don't know, like they should already be doing? Like employees. I'm not talking about McDonald's. They probably wanted them to do this all along, like, but you've got to make sure that your employees.
Well, no, they probably have. I've had friends that work at those places, and they have, like, this is how you make this.
Oh, I know. I used to work at McDonald's.
The
Golden Arches was my employer for a hot minute when I was 16.
So.
No, I know, and you're supposed to put X amount, but I've received burgers that don't have those X amounts on them. And unfortunately, McDonald's product is amazing, but sometimes you get an employee that's like a little lackadaisy.
Their director of digital specials and features, good old Kate Hogan. She's like, the difference between the OG double cheeseburger and the new and improved versions are actually huge.
Okay.
The shiny bun. Now, boy, she's good. PR. The shiny bun is so inviting, and the burger itself has a great grilled taste, like it came off your own barbecue.
All right.
Look at her go.
Yeah.
The addition, she goes on to say, of the extra Big Mac sauce and the fragrant new bun make it like a real messy pub burger instead of your run-of-the-mill drive-through burger.
All right. I might have to try this.
They've already made, it says, splashes, according to this article, in markets in Canada, Australia, and, of course, Belgium. So it's time for the Golden Arches to bring to the U.S. So you can expect, I'm not sure when exactly, rollout for these burgers has already started on the West Coast, it says. And all U.S. guests will be able to get their hands on the reimagined burger by 2024. So how's about that?
So it's not rolling out till next year?
It's on the West Coast.
Oh.
By the time
we're starting on the East Coast and like rolling it out across the states.
No, it's on the West Coast now.
Why did they get it first?
It will eventually make its way here by 2024. Every McDonald's will have the new enhanced Big Mac with the new shiny bun, the extra Big Mac sauce, and of course the onions on the burger on the grill.
Look at that.
You like that?
Yeah. Do you like your fries dipped in Big Mac sauce? So good. So good. Love it.
Text message, very random, out of nowhere. Can you say to the white truck following the silver SUV, she thinks you're hot? Trying to avoid a misconnection for Monday. Absolutely, I just did. Hey, if you're in a white truck and there's a silver SUV behind you, she thinks you're hot. Pull over in a nice public area. Don't go like to the woods or the park. We'll never see you again. But someone thinks you're hot. Pull over. Every guy in a white truck is like, what?
I know. Looking behind them to see if they're the lucky guy with a silver SUV behind them.
Anyone else driving, any other girl in an SUV right now in a white truck's like, oh, damn it. Not me.
Or in front of them. It would be in front of them.
Well,
I just reread that.
Hello there, Tigress. I believe you wanted to say hello. No, I didn't, Jeb. Thank you very much.
Jeb, why are you saying he's Amish?
These Big Mac changes will be nice. Currently used dehydrated onions, real ones being grilled, will be the bomb. I kind of like the dehydrated.
Me too. I was just going to say the same thing.
I kind of like the dehydrated. I don't know, man. I think they're kind of good. I'm just saying. So there you go. Changes coming to your Big Mac. Maybe. I don't know. Some point this year.
Before 2024.
But if you can't wait, just go to California. You'll be set.
Listen, don't sleep on McDonald's. It's so good. So good.
I could crush a Big Mac right now.
Same.
And fries.
Without the bun, though.
And a Sprite.
Diet Coke.
Their Sprite is phenomenal.
You know what? I haven't had pop all year. And here it is, April 19th.
Let's ruin it all today. Taylor Swift, Lavender Haze, Q92. My ex stole his mom's car at 13 to go get snacks. He hates the neighborhood, so he ran over trash cans. So she turned him in. He spent 30 days in juvenile detention.
Wow. At 13.
Yeah. I'm going to get snacks. And I
It's
can't
still a
stay.
thing.
I'm going to run over everyone's trash can.
It's still a thing. When I got my car serviced a couple weeks ago, the lady that was there was telling me that her 13-year-old daughter, or I'm sorry, she was 15, took their 13-year-old daughter, stole the family car, went and joyrode in the school's parking lot, and ended up taking it off, like going down like over a hill, and did like $5,000 worth of damage to the car.
Good Lord.
Yeah.
Wrapped around a telephone pole. I was 17. I also backed over a friend's foot as a teenager.
Ooh.
I went to Buckeye Career Center. Everyone knows leaving there was a crap show. I ended up rear-ending a college professor a week after getting my damn license because I was trying to get my cassette player to play.
Your cassette player.
Couldn't get your Mr. Big to be with you.
Next to be with you. Hold on, little girl. You got to get going.
Shooting bottle rockets and throwing eggs out the window at people when I was a teenager.
Oh, wow.
I get you in trouble. We used to do the shoot bottle rockets at each other.
Why? I don't understand. Do you know how dangerous that is?
Somewhat. It was funny. Hey, live to tell the tale.
You did, thank God.
I'm a bigger Food Network fan than I used to ever before with the fiance. I'm a big fan of I don't know what the name of the show is.
Chopped?
No, it's the Tournament of Champions.
Oh, yeah.
Big fan of the Tournament of Champions. And it's funny because I don't know anybody yet. And the fiance's like, oh, she's good, or oh, that's him. He did this. I'm like, oh, yeah.
Well, she's about to know every single detail since she's home, with the baby.
Already,
so.
and I'm just learning, but I enjoy it. And it's just funny because every time I watch, I'm like, I wouldn't eat that. I wouldn't eat that. I wouldn't eat that. But I do love the randomizer.
Oh, is that where they pick an ingredient or
He spins everything and you find out what you got to make, how you got to make it, and how much time.
Okay.
Big fan of the randomizer. Big fan of that. So I've been watching that.
Have you ever tried to replicate one of those recipes though? Like, has she?
Well, no, because I'm too picky of an eater.
Well,
I would never.
There's not a single thing they've made that you
No,
would
because they
try.
put cheese on everything, or it's like lamb, or a meat that I would never eat. Hamburger, steak, pork chop is where ribs. Pig, cow.
Those are your four main
cow,
food
chicken.
groups.
Pig, cow, chicken. When you leave those three, you have lost me.
Well, all right.
And they're always like this with
Not even with a side of ketchup.
No. I tried lamb once. It was like meat bubble gum. I had. Oh God, it was awful.
Then it wasn't cooked right, maybe.
It was, and I was not. I was at someone else's house. I had to suck it up. I could not hide my disdain for the food, so I ate it as quick as I could and said, "No, I'm full. I can have no more of your lamb, aka meat bubblegum." So I was like,
"How long ago was that?"
Years ago, but I'd still wake up in cold sweat.
I see. Okay,
that thing gets
you were
me,
like
man.
12.
Oh my God, it was just like every bite of this is awful. This is awful. No, the stuff they cook. It's cool to watch what they do, what they come up with, but they add like peppers, cheese, all this food that I would never ever eat. Yeah, I would never ever eat. I want there to be the most bland cooking show ever. Like today, we're doing hamburgers and fries
with a little salt and pepper spice.
Yeah, the only spices you can use are salt and pepper. Go. You have 20 minutes. Hurry. That's it. That's all I would want. Today we're doing steak and a baked potato. Go.
The biggest songs from the biggest artists. Today's hit music, Q92. We are Q92.
Animals Heat Waves right here on today's hit music. It is Q92. Christian and Lauren here in the morning. They say more money, more problems. I don't know. I know this. Get your lottery tickets at Circle K now. Man. Was it what was it? Powerball yesterday or Mega Millions? Mega Millions.
Okay.
Someone in Berea, right here in Northeast Ohio, had $1 million ticket.
Woo.
They bought it at a Circle K.
Just one.
Just telling you off air. Can you imagine,
I don't even need $1 million. 100,000. 50K. I'll do 50K.
You walk into a damn Circle K and get a flippin' Polar Pop. You're like, yeah, give me a Mega Million.
What the heck?
I'm feeling crazy.
Doing a lottery ticket.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Walking out with your Dr. Pepper Polar Pop and your lottery ticket, probably didn't think anything of it.
No.
And you look that night, you find out you won $1 million damn dollars. It's always these obscure places.
I know.
Always like, Greta's drive-thru in Willoughby. You're like, what?
Or Pop's Country Shop.
Yeah, always some place like that. But man, can you imagine? Because that's just, they're just leaving the store and like, give me a couple scratch-offs and a Mega Million. That's what I do.
Or maybe it's one of those lottery guys that are in there like that hold the lineup that everybody gets angry. Maybe it finally paid off this time.
Whenever I go grocery shopping, I always stop by the lottery vending machine at Giant Eagle in Canfield, and I always buy a Mega Million, Powerball, and I put $10 in. I get one ticket of each of the big ones, and then I buy scratch-offs. Whenever we're in the scratch-offs, is vacation money.
Oh, that's fine.
So I get one for all three of us in the house. The not daughter, me, and the fiance.
Yeah.
Scratch it off wherever we win. One time it was hilarious because the fiance had to go into a store with like 20 winning tickets. Like hold up the line, they'd like scan them all and all that. But man, it was like we ended up now Grant, you probably how much did you spend on the tickets? A lot. But we ended up with probably $250 extra of spending money.
Hey,
from just stupid scratch offs.
Yeah, I told you I did that once. Like my daughter was fairly young, and I was like, you know what? I haven't played a scratch off ticket in a really long time. And then she kind of got into it. She's like, get that one. And then I let her scratch them off, and we won a couple. And she was like, let's go get more. And I was like, we'll wait. I get home and I told Tony about it. He's like, well done, teaching our child to gamble really early.
She has the app and she can scan the tickets and all that.
Oh, yeah, to make sure they're a winner. Yeah.
Yeah. On about 5 different occasions, I'm not lying, I have been like, damn it, because I like the word search ones where you got to get a word spelled.
Oh, yeah. I like the doublers.
About 5 different times over the past year, I've had to go, it's a loser. She scans it's a winner, and I didn't even notice a word I got. She just laughed. She's like, let me scan it because you might have won.
Right.
Because there was one time on like $10, I thought I lost. I don't have any words.
Hey, $10 is $10. That's lunch.
I'll take free tickets. Right. I'm trying to get on Cash Explosion too.
Oh, Christian, that would be amazing.
You get to keep all that money.
I know.
So I don't care what you get, you take it home with you. It's like
to see you on Cash Explosion. Oh, they do the live audience. That's back, right? We could go.
Yeah, we could have listeners. Well, I got to get on first.
I know. You need to get busy. You need to buy some more Cash Explosion tickets.
I've tried. We've sent in
Keep trying.
We have entered when we get the 3 entries. We have entered.
Oh, I'll make a big sign. We'll go sit in the audience and cheer for you. Yeah.
Oh, I would love to be on that show. I would love to get that money. But congratulations, Berea.
That's been a long time.
Circle K, $1 million.
Yeah.
In the Powerball. Must be nice. It's Pink Trust Fall. It's Q92. Oh, man. All right, let's go now and read some more. Again, feel free to keep sending them in. I enjoy them all.
Yeah, and don't forget, we're live over on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. You can join the conversation.
A conversation they were having. They obviously had talked before. This seems to be a Tinder one. You here? The girl writes, what? Do you have a new girlfriend? He writes back, yeah, we're not dating yet, but we've started talking. Fantastic response by the girl.
He's leaving the door cracked.
Makes sense as to why you stopped sending me wiener pics.
Dummy. Yeah. Yeah.
Just a reminder, girls don't really like those, gentlemen.
Not at all. Not even a little.
Another one here. This looks to be a Facebook one between a girl and a guy. The girl sent one response. The guy sent a lot. Question. Wrote back, answer. Thin crust or deep dish pizza? Better question. How in the world are you single? We matched on Tinder, by the way. I know you're out of my league, but figured I'd take a shot anyway. Have a good night. Here's my favorite one. I could write you a song.
So we went from pizza to you're hot to let me write you a song. Right.
Which I'm not convinced is necessarily a compliment. I know it's always intended.
I'd be like, yeah, dude, how am I single? Like, that's where you get mad. You don't think she's frustrated?
It's always intended as a compliment, but it's one of those compliments you give that sometimes people are like, all right. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. I could write you a song. Then he
It's
wrote,
like,
tough crowd. I've probably had too much Jack Daniels. Sorry. So he offered to write her a song.
I would have been like, yes, and send it in a voice note. And then I would have shared it to my social media.
Send it in the voice note. Guy sent a woman a music video of a love song. I know the song. It's by a band called Adelita's Way. The song is called Alive. Very good song.
Oh.
You're into like rock ballads.
Okay.
Sent that. Under that wrote, wish you would give me a chance.
Aww.
Followed by pay you.
What?
Followed by buy you something. No response, by the way, to the song or the give me a chance.
Good.
Or the pay you or the buy you something. Here's a Tinder one.
I mean, I know we're not above bribery. Like,
oh, no, we bribe.
We bribe all the time.
We own it, though.
But isn't that like solicitation once the money enters the situation?
Well, but you're not asking for sexual favors.
Yet.
You're asking for a chance at sexual favors.
I'll give you a chance. How much you got? $250. All right.
Text message, when your lady analyzes the whole damn movie. I love you, sweetie, but Rage Room. Yeah, some people, yeah. They're not fun to watch movies with. I get that.
I don't like the movie talker necessarily. Like, let's talk about it after the movie's over. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like, I've watched movies with people that'll talk during the movie, and I'm like, let's have we'll have a group discussion after the movie.
How about you shut up?
Right. How about we just watch the movie? I don't need
We'll talk
to
about
know
it
your
afterwards.
opinion. Right.
Until then, why don't we just shut up?
Yeah.
A warm glass of shut the hell up. What movie?
Oh my gosh. Happy Gilmore.
There you go.
Sorry, it was right there. I just needed a second.
There you go. You got that one.
I did. Sometimes I'll surprise you.
No, but you can trouble me for a glass of shut the hell up.
Warm glass of.
You're in my world now, Grams.
Yeah.
Now you
Granny.
will go to sleep, or I will put you to sleep.
Yeah. And that was what? Ben Stiller, wasn't it? He was
sure
the orderly? Yeah.
It sure was. Family forgetting my 9-year-old son's birthday, Rage Room. Oh. That is definitely right. How do you forget?
That is terrible. That's
Damn.
so terrible.
That is awful.
I'm sorry.
May some of them poop their pants. It's fair punishment. Or get diarrhea on the beach in August.
You really have an affliction with diarrhea on the beach. You've said this a lot.
Where do you go? Where do you go?
Listen to this. So you know Evan, right? I mean, he used to work here. He's also my nephew. There is this place on the way between like North Canton area and Hartville where there's like a sharp bend, okay? So these people have a mailbox and it's kind of like right on the bend. So he took the curve too fast and he hit that mailbox, right? Jacked his car up. Those people, the neighbors came out and they're like, yeah, their mailbox has been hit so many times. They decided to go ahead and fill that post with concrete. I mean, it was solid as solid could be. I mean, they're like, it had to have been hit at least 20 times. And they were finally like, this is enough.
They're like, you will now wreck your car.
Exactly.
Christian was big pimping in his Ford Escort. Yeah, it was called a Ford Lynx, but it was literally the exact same.
I'm looking at the picture. It really is.
Like, I don't know what the Lynx was or what, because it didn't say Escort on the car. It said Lynx.
See, mine was an Escort, the one that I totaled, and it was like, remember those ones that were like aqua green?
Who doesn't?
Yeah.
The biggest mistake on the text line, biggest mistake I ever made as a teenage driver was letting my now wife in the car back then. Fair enough. What was your biggest teenage driving mistake? When you got your license, somewhere between 16 and 20, you were a teenager.
Right.
What was your big, and it was your fault. I don't mean, I got sideswiped by an a-hole I mean, you made the mistake. It was your fault. It was my fault I hit that mailbox. No one else's fault. I mean, I got it. I pulled that thing right out of the ground. Right out of the ground.
I'll never forget. I was with a friend when we were in high school, and she had her license before me, and we were pulling in somewhere, and she hit somebody's car pulling into the parking spot. Now, when I say hit it, there was a scrape, but wasn't horrible, but she did do damage. She backed right back out of that parking spot and left. I was like, what are you doing? I thought for sure there was going to be a warrant, cops, sirens. Like, we were done.
This is it. We're Thelma and Louise now. We have to drive off a mountain. What was the biggest mistake you ever made as a teenage driver?
As a teenage driver?
Yes.
Actually, I was still a teenager when I did this. I went off the road and flipped my car and hit a telephone pole.
Okay, well, that's dark.
That one wins.
Wasn't looking to go that dark. But okay.
I mean,
teenage. It was your fault. It was your fault.
Well, yes and no. My back right tire blew out, and where I was, there was kind of a drop off on the side of the road. So it took me off the side of the road, and I couldn't get back up over it to correct.
Fair enough.
So I just kept going, and then the pole stopped me.
When I was 16, I remember I was going to my buddy's house. I was on the wrong street, and I realized this isn't the right road. What am I doing? So I pulled into someone's driveway and went to back out. I was in a gray Ford Lynx. Look up that car. It looks a lot like the Ford Escort.
Okay.
But like the 80s, 90s
so
Ford
weird.
Escort.
I flipped a Ford Escort.
But it was called a Lynx. Don't ask me why.
Really? Okay.
I mean, it looked identical to a Ford Escort from the 90s, late 80s.
Gotcha.
And I went in the driveway. I was like, okay, let's turn around. Backed out of that person's driveway and totally took their mailbox out of the ground and on the, totally took their mailbox, put it right on the ground. I got out of my car. I looked around. I waited, honest to God, waited for probably a minute and a half for someone, a neighbor to come outside, the owner to come outside, scared poopless, ready to pee myself, thinking I was about to go to jail.
Oh, yeah.
No one ever came out. No neighbors looking out windows. No one came out. I drove off.
Christian.
How was I supposed to do? Put up camp?
The mailbox probably had their address on it. You could have gone to the door and been like, I'm sorry.
I waited. I waited as long as my conscience would let me. And then I was like, well, I mean, obviously one saw it.
Your conscience doesn't have patience.
Obviously no one saw it. No one made a noise. I drove off. Boom in the weekend and 21 Savage. That is creeping right here on today's hit music. It is Q92, 9:54. Man, that's going to do it for us.
Yeah, it is.
We are done. Thank you for listening. Thank you guys for streaming us at Q92radio.com, for watching on Q92's Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter page. Anyway, you checked out the show today. We appreciate you. Congratulations to our winners today. Our 3 finalists we got for the Cavs-Knicks Game 5 playoff tickets: Christina from Dalton, Dory from Canton, and Tyler from Canton. You guys are now in the running. You will have a chance to get that phone call from us tomorrow morning. Tomorrow, fun show. Looking forward to it. We'll be calling the winner, like I said, of the Cavs contest. We have a brand new contest to announce for you guys. We'll also be playing DM Dummy. We'll be I love that button.
Me too.
We'll be reading DMs that you have sent in, that creepy guys or creepy girls have sent you. Terrible ways they've tried to court you.
Yes.
Try to get your attention. Try to get you to love them. We'll read those in the 8 o'clock hour. Looking forward to tomorrow's show. Should be a lot of fun.
Yeah. Also, congrats to Ashley. Ashley, if you popped on our live video stream this morning on Facebook, YouTube, or Twitter, pop on over to our page. We're going to send you a direct message to get your information. But she is our last Cavs finalist for the morning show. Yes. Just for the morning show. Don't freak out. You got more chances with Nicolina, your midday diva, with Keller this afternoon, and with Ryan at night. But congrats to Ashley. We'll continue to do this. We'll get finalists in those live streams. We're not above bribing you to watch the show.
I'm all for bribing.
Yep.
It proves it's a proven source. It
totally
works.
A proven method.
And we'll keep bribing you and bribing you and bribing you. Have a great day, everybody. Enjoy the weather. It's going to be nice today. And we'll catch you tomorrow morning. The Diva's in here next. It's Lottery. It's Q92.